Welcome, Angels Live, right here on ABTV. Beautiful day for some baseball. Yes, Angels, Astros going head-to-head game 2 of a 3-game set. Angels looking for a little revenge after a tough loss in 10 innings last night. We got a big show on tap for you here this afternoon for the Big A. Here's what's on tap over the next 30 minutes. We're going to catch up with Trey Mancini. What a comeback story he is. 1,000 days between MLB starts. We'll talk with him live. Zach Neto has hit homers in 3 straight games. That is a new franchise mark. Neto with the energy and Ureña's dominance. He's got the 3rd best ERA at home in the American League. He will take the ball tonight, hoping to get the Halos back in the win column. That and much more happens on the show we like to call Angels Live, and it happens right here, right now, from inside the Big A. Welcome, everybody. I am so excited to be here with a pitcher's duel going on right here. Two of the very best to hurl the baseball 60 feet 6 inches. Yes, I'm talking about Mark Langston, Mark Gubicza, gentlemen.
Same draft, too. 45 years ago yesterday, as a matter of fact.
What?
Gubi was picked 1 pick before me.
You're kidding me.
Same draft.
Look at this. Can we just do a whole 30-minute show on that?
Why wouldn't we?
Why wouldn't we do that? That's good stuff. You know, I learn something new every day sitting next to these two guys. But you know what? A tough loss last night. We're going to get into that in a moment. But let's talk about the great inspirational storyline that was woven throughout that game. And Gubi, I'm going to start with you on this one first, because Trey Mancini, over 1,000 days between games played in the big leagues. You had a chance to spend some time with him at spring training, and this is a guy who overcame colon cancer, comeback player of the year for the American League. He was going to retire, decided to come back. What was it like calling the game, seeing him not only get back, but perform the way he did?
Guys, all-time guy, too. I mean, think about how long it had been. In spring training, he was playing a lot of games, and every single day while I was in uniform down there, we had some conversations. And then when he didn't make the club out of spring training, I was wondering, would he continue to try to keep playing? And lo and behold, when I saw his name down there at Salt Lake, I'm like, this is great to see that he's continued to play, and then to get a chance to go up here and play. When he got that first base hit, I'll tell you what, I did have goosebumps moment. And then the next one, I'm like, are you kidding me? This is like a Hollywood script.
Yes.
And he looked like he got robbed of a potential RBI double down the line, too. So he was that close to a 4-hit game, Langer. He was so good last night.
Carlton Fisk said, make them rip the jersey off you. And sure enough for Trey Mancini, because when you're down at AAA, it is not the big leagues. Travel's not the same. There's nothing easy about playing at the minor league level, and to really just grind it out all those years through the minor leagues, I guarantee it again, a lot of times that I'm sure it went through his mind that, I think I'm going to retire. But he kept pushing through last night, got that opportunity. What a night. You can see how emotional he is right there. And everybody on that Angels dugout could feel that, just from the standpoint of knowing what he's gone through the last 3 years to finally get that opportunity to get back. And he even talked about it. It felt like he was a rookie again coming to the big leagues.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, I love watching that highlight. I cannot wait. Erica Weston's going to talk with them a little bit later on the program. But again, I can't say it enough. I mean, first player with 3 or more hits and an RBI after missing 1,000 days in between MLB starts. First person to do that since Deion Sanders. I mean,
prime time. He was prime time last night, wasn't he? I mean, just to see today, get a chance to talk to him today, and he just gave me a hug. He goes, that was unbelievable. I'm like, hello, we were out of our mind just watching what you did. You can only imagine him going home last night, just reflecting, thinking, I can't believe what I was able to accomplish that long of a period of time between games at the major league level, but not giving up on your dream. That's what the beauty, I think, of baseball. I think more than any other sport, you see here so many of these incredible stories. You just keep plugging away. You never know when you're going to get your next chance.
Well, you wanted to win, obviously, to get a win, but you also wanted to win for Trey Mancini last night. I wanted to see him be the walk-off interview with Erica Weston. That was not meant to be, because it was the Astros that would tie things up in the ninth. And we're going to relive this, Langer, as we go to the 10th inning. Of course, I'm going to start with you. And this is the 10th inning with Altuve on second base.
Yeah, and Altuve at second base. This spun, and this right here, we're all screaming, let it go, let it go, let it go. And you got the youngster, 22-year-old Desmond Guzman gets this ball. This is one you got to let go, but the youngster grabbed it. And then this right here, this is you feel like a routine pop-up, but that ball just kept drifting towards the outfield. And Altuve, the veteran that he is, forced the play at home plate. And Hoppe not able to get this short hot ball, flies right by him. Altuve said he was feeling very frisky over there at third base. That's why he wanted to test it right there.
Yeah, and the odd thing about that, too, he was going to be out by a long, long way, too. And then you think, okay, with Trout's speed, he's going to tie it right back up there. But the perfect throw, almost the exact same play, just the Astros were able to execute. That's a great throw by Matthews to the plate. And Price able to scoop that throw and then quickly apply the tag, bring that knee across, not giving a path really for Trouty to be able to get his hand in there.
Yeah, controversy on that. And then right there, you've got some gas getting thrown right by Joe Adell. And then this one right here, I thought it was hit a lot better, and it turns into a routine out. I thought Guzman was going to really maybe make his mark right there, but Angels come up on the short end of that game.
Yes, Abreu throwing a lot of cutters of late, too, so you hope one of those cutters would stay out over the plate and be able to do some damage, but unfortunately, Halos weren't able to. Siri was big time again. I'll tell you, Mr. Energy almost provided that tying run there with that base hit with Trout running.
You mentioned a little controversy. Langer, that play at the plate was reviewed. It was upheld. Colin Price, 6'4", 6 feet 4 inches, 6'5", I think maybe behind catcher. A big body, put his knee down. We thought he might have blocked the path to the plate, but he did not, according to the umpires. You can imagine after the game, a lot of emotion in that clubhouse. Erica Weston was there, spoke first to Logan Hoppe.
Logan, those plays obviously happen so fast. What's your breakdown of how it happened?
Tried to create some space on the hop. It ate me up. It was in between. He was further down the line than I thought. So plays at the plate are usually bang plays, and made the best read that I thought with the information I had, and it's a punch in the face for sure.
I mean, you could tell the look on your face out there was obviously frustrated in the moment. What were you feeling?
You give everything in this game, and it takes more than it gives. Yeah, I'm pretty sick to my stomach about it and pissed off. Been pissed off for a while about how things have been going defensively. Been working my ass off to fix it, and it's just really frustrating.
It's frustrating. Look, my job's to get 3 outs at the end of the game, right? Haven't been doing that. And, kind of got to bite the bullet and take it on the chin, but, it's not always easy.
How are you feeling physically with everything that you're throwing right now?
I feel fine. Look, I thought I made a lot of good pitches out there tonight. I think the difference is, and the frustration is now as opposed to maybe in the past, is that I'm not getting away with a whole lot of mistakes. It seems like, the bad pitches are kind of costing me games, and, that's frustrating. And it's adjustment, Can't walk the leadoff guy there, and I did. There's 2 pitches I want back, and it's the 3-2, and it's the pitch to Walker. Other than that, I thought I threw the ball pretty well, but, we lost because of it. And then it's a tough pill to swallow.
And if anybody thinks these guys don't care what's going on, hopefully they listen to that sound and they change their minds, because that's all about accountability and emotion, and that's what you want from your players. No one cares more about winning than those guys in clubhouse, Gooby, and you can see it in their faces.
Logan Hoppe said he's got to be better defensively, and he understands how important it is to catcher. That's why there's so many catchers end up being managers in baseball, because they control all the aspects of baseball. They control the pitchers, they control their emotions, but they control the defense. And when you have a chance to make a play there at the plate and you're not able to do so, you feel it. And same thing with, Kirby Yates, he was looking for his 100th career save. When you don't have your overpowering stuff, you feel like you have to be perfect. I think the leadoff walk, obviously, with speed there, too. Pena, they're going to be able to steal the bag. So you have to be perfect, but above all, you don't want to give base runners. He's a great competitor, but he also knows he cannot miss out over the plate.
Yeah, and he had a great at-bat to Yordan Alvarez, who's the most feared guy in baseball. Ends up punching him out. But you're right, the speed factor, Pena's over there at first base, and he was able to steal second base to set that whole base hit up the middle to score Pena from second base. So not the way that he wanted it to go, but he's a veteran. He's been there before. And closers, Gooby, It's like they let it roll right off their back. They're ready to go tonight. They have to have a short memory. You can't just linger with what happened the night before. You have to be able to turn the page as quickly as you can.
Yeah, like we always say, there's like kickers in football. Nobody even knows your name unless you miss a field goal or an extra point. Same thing as a closer. If you get the job done, nobody says a word. But when you don't finish it up, that's when people ask you questions.
Well, fellas, I was trying to get my mind right heading into the game, so I put on a little on a little. So it's going to be a lovely day today. Why? Because Ureña is on the hill. He's the third SL. So what a story he is. 22 years old. We've talked about above the shoulders, how mature he is, and I cannot wait to see what he does against the Astros.
Just to think where this season started with him in the Angels bullpen and having that struggle there in Houston against the Astros, and to see where he is now to where he's one of the most dominant guys in the American League. And it is this pitch, this changeup. When you have a sinker that has that downward tilt to it, and you can throw that changeup that looks identical to it, it becomes a great swing and miss pitch.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, I used to go with changes for David Bowie with that changeup he's got going. I mean, it is so unbelievable pitch. He can throw back-to-back-to-back changeup. The thing we talk about it so often, he changes speeds with his changeup. That's the thing. He's 22 years old. I was just happy to have a grip and throw it. And he's able to go from 87 to 93 with his changeup and get the very best hitters in baseball to either expand and chase out of the strike zone or even get him out in zone.
Yeah, and to me, the one thing that I always look at, that's the toughest thing for a young pitcher, the back and forth, being able to disrupt timing. That's the most important thing you can do on the mound. He has that at 22 years old. He already has that. Now the slider is the thing he's working on, that big sweeper. Once he gets that locked in, look out.
Yes.
Yeah, last game he got 9 outs with a sinker. I mean, everything's working for him right now. Some bad news coming out of the Angels rotation. Jack Kahanowitz, who only went a third of an inning, guys, on Saturday against the Dodgers. He was put on the IL after that game, and now he is the one who let everybody know that he will be having Tommy John surgery. And Kahanowitz and Suzuki spoke to the media before the game.
Honestly, I didn't think this was in the cards. I really thought it was just maybe just a little angry. I mean, my velo was fine, the fastball's everything got fine. It really was just a changeup, so I thought I was going to hear back that it was all right, but it is what it is. It's tough. It's obviously tough, and not what you want to hear. More than anything, I'll just miss being here with all the guys and all that. But it does give me a little bit of clarity, just because I've been grinding, of course, and yeah, it gives me a little clarity.
What do you guys plan to do with the spot in the rotation?
We haven't came up with that yet. Obviously, with the news being so fresh, we're still kind of looking over our options to see, what gives us the best option.
Gooby, initial reactions when you hear that news? Conowit's a young kid, obviously, and hopefully we'll see him next season.
Yeah, this one really hurts. I mean, Langer, we both built really good relationships with him. I mean, he's a guy that's out there competitive. First 5 starts of the season, he was one of the best pitchers in baseball. Then all of a sudden, it fell off for him, and he said it felt more so throwing his changeup, pronating his wrist there, feeling a little more so on his elbow, but not seeing him out there. You won't see him for quite some time now after Tommy John surgery. You could tell he's so competitive. He's a quiet guy when you talk to him, but he's not real quiet when he's got there competing.
Yeah, and obviously it's interesting that he says that he feels it with his changeup, because usually you see it with the fastball, and you see that is where the pain is, and we never saw a drop in velocity. That usually is sign number 1. So I'm sure as disappointed as he was, we're all disappointed, but I just thought it would be a little inflammation in his elbow, and he would be able to recover from that. To hear it's Tommy John, man, and that road coming back is a long, lonely road, that's for sure.
Well, keep our fingers crossed he's back sooner rather than later. Gooby, appreciate the commentary. As always,
thanks,
have a great call here tonight as we take our first time out on Angels Live, coming at you from inside the Big A. But don't go far, because when we come back, Trey Mancini, what a story he has been. We talked about him in the pregame show. Erica Weston talks to him on the other side.
This is Blue Chew Gold, the ultimate 4-in-1 formula. Built for strength where it counts. With sildenafil for power, tadalafil for endurance. But Gold doesn't stop at blood flow, so we added apomorphine to spark desire and oxytocin to deepen connection. Not just harder, closer. Blue Chew Gold. Take action, get action.
Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance, Saturdays on MLB Network and wherever you get your podcasts.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way, with real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time, because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Welcome back to Angels Live, Game 2 of a 3-game series between the Halos and the Astros. Last night it was a loss, but it was a win for Trey Mancini, getting back in the lineup after over 1,000 days. What a comeback story, and earlier he spoke with Erica.
Guys, thanks very much. Trey, last night you called it surreal to be back up here. Just how are you feeling today after being part of the game last night? 3 hits.
It's great to be back, and so great to be back on a major league field and see a third deck again, and to just experience everything that comes with playing in a major league game. Obviously, I wish it ended, with a win yesterday. So it definitely, made it a little tougher last night. But still a moment that I tried to appreciate and enjoy, during the game.
Yeah, 1,043 days in the making for your return back to a big league ball club. You're stepping in the box for the first time. What are you feeling?
So yesterday it was every emotion I felt from my debut 10 years ago. So you're so nervous and then tired all day, and then this crazy adrenaline hits when the game starts, and then when you step up in the box, it all just kind of melts away and turns into this focus that's hard to describe, that you can't really recreate unless you're debuting, and it kind of felt like that yesterday. So, it was something I didn't know if I would necessarily experience again. So it was kind of crazy to experience those emotions as a 34-year-old instead of a 24-year-old.
You can kind of see it on your face, too. The first hit, you drive in the game's first run, a little bit of an exhale when you get to first base.
Definitely, yeah. So, it was nice to contribute, get a run in there, and then you can kind of exhale, and then it's just baseball really at that point. And you always try not to play it up and make it a bigger deal than it is, and just treat it like any other game. It's the same game no matter what level you're playing at. But obviously in the majors it takes extra focus, and the margin for error is much smaller up here.
All right, so you come back in the dugout after your third hit of the game. I know you have a great relationship with Brady Anderson, a nice hug after you get into the game. What did that moment mean to you?
It meant a lot. Like I said before, Brady got me back into the game multiple times. He's the reason I was really a big leaguer in the first place with the swing adjustments we made when I was with Baltimore. So he's believed in me so many times that I didn't really believe in myself, and he got me back into the game, and I appreciate him so much for that and everything he's done for me.
Well, Trey, it was a joy to watch. You got a lot of people rooting for you, so we appreciate the time.
Thanks, Erica. Appreciate it.
All right, guys, back to you.
Erica Weston, thank you, and welcome back, Trey Mancini. Well, Trey wasn't the only player to make history last night. Zach Neto did something no other shortstop in franchise history has ever done.
Baseball and community go hand in hand. And with pitch, hit, and run, you can make a lasting impact. Register to showcase the foundational skills of young athletes from your local community in the official youth skills competition of Major League Baseball, known as Pitch, Hit, and Run. Make an impact today. Pitch, hit, and run. Scan the QR code to sign up and host an event.
Did he do it? Oh my goodness, what a play!
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch, late nights and early mornings on MLB Network. Step up to the plate with MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhance game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game. Plus live minor league action and even Game Day 3D. The ultimate second screen experience on MLB Plus. Now available on the MLB app.
as an aerospace-themed drone show is set to fly high at the Big A. Watch your Halos take on the Rays this Friday, June 12th, is day after the game for an aerospace-themed drone show featuring 800 drones. Plus, the ceremonial first pitch will be thrown by Southern California native and NASA astronaut Victor Glover, pilot of Artemis II, the crew flyby of the moon this past April. Visit angels.com/promotions for more information. I mean, can you hear it in my voice? I'm fired up for that. My goodness, that's going to be fun. See Mr. Glover out here. That's Zach Neto. He did something last night that no other shortstop has done in Halo history as we get you set for Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Angels and Astros. And Angels trying to even things up, Langer, after a tough loss last night. But Zach Neto, 7th inning, he would tie things up with his 13th home run of the season. That was the 3rd straight game, Langer, he's hit a home run. Believe it or not, that's the first time a shortstop's done that in franchise history.
That's shocking that that
right?
has not happened. I looked back quickly to see what Jim Fregosi, and he had not done it. That was my first guess. But Zach Neto, boy, the way he hit this ball, I thought this was going to be about 450. Only a hitter knows if they clipped it or not. Right. Because he tosses the bat. This one barely slides
395.
Plenty. It's all he needed right there. But he felt it off the bat, and he got it. But 3 straight home runs. And for Zach Neto, you look at last year, 26 home run season. The year before, 23 home run season. This is a shortstop with power. Angels have not had a shortstop with this kind of power like Zach Neto possesses. And it's nice to see it starting to come back to life. You look at it, he was 4 for 17, but 3 of his 4 hits in the last 17 at-bats, they have left the yard.
Only Colson Montgomery and C.J. Abrams have more homers as a shortstop this season. Both of those gentlemen have 14 apiece. All-star worthy, I think so. Yeah. Get him on your ballot, ladies and gentlemen. Zach Neto will be in the lineup tonight. We'll show you lineups in a little bit, but let's talk about this date in Angels history, and it was a big one for this franchise. June 9th, I'm going to go back to 2009. What do you think? 25th overall pick fell into the Angels' lap. Langer, Mike Trout.
Mike Trout, and this was I totally remember this day. I was watching the draft, and you always look to see who the Angels pick, and the Angels had back-to-back picks here, and it was interesting. They take Randall Gritchett the pick before, and then they take Mike Trout, number 25, and there's so many stories about this draft pick that have gone through the history of the game, and all these other GMs that were out there going, how did we miss this? How did we miss this?
It had to do with bad weather. You got to look it up. There was a rainy day, and some of these scouts went and saw Trout for a second time, and it was a bad game he had, and so, again, this is lore.
I heard Billy Beane, who the A's had the 15th pick in the draft that year, and they went and watched him, and you're right. They had bad weather, got one game, got rained out, then they went and saw him. They go, we're going to pass on him. They went with Grant Green, who former Halo, but they passed on Mike Trout, as did a lot of other teams.
So do you know who loves the weather? Mike Trout. Do you know who loves the weather? The Angels.
Yes.
Look at that. It was synergy. It was meant to be.
Yes.
All right, Mike Trout, again, the 25th overall pick back in 2009 on this date in Halo history. As we take one more time out on the program, when we do come back, it is time to look at the lineups. Yes, Guzman, he is back in the lineup. We'll show you where he's hitting next.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive. Hey, showstopper! We're just playing Powerball. This place doesn't know what hit them. These teams are entertaining, are they not?
The show continues. Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
The road to the MLB All-Star Game presented by MasterCard starts with you. Who will take the field this July? The power is in your hands. Phase 1 of the 2026 Konami eBaseball MLB All-Star Ballot is open. Vote up to 5 times daily for your favorite stars and get a bonus daily vote by downloading the Konami eBaseball MLB Pro Spirit game. Top vote getters advance for the chance to be a starter. Cast your ballots at MLB.com/vote.
Did he do it? Oh my goodness, what a play!
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch, late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
When the Angels win the game, you win free McDonald's fries. Get free medium fries tomorrow with any $2 purchase only on the app at participating McDonald's. You hear that? That's joy. That's joy of fries. There's a fry mustache right over there if you missed that one. The best part, Langer, you just throw them on the table and you share and you do cheers. That's what fries make you do.
Yeah, they're very cordial, this group.
Fries?
Usually fries on the table, you don't see that.
Kai-Wei Teng of the Astros will be facing this lineup for the Angels.
And look, his sweeper is his best pitch. So look for Wade Beckler, the lefty in the lineup. That sweeper's coming towards him. And if he leaves it out over the middle of the plate, look for Wade Beckler. That's my pick to click here tonight.
Sebastian Rivero is catching here tonight and batting ninth. And Oswald Peraza will do the damage at second base with Madrigal out of the lineup this evening. Here is the Astros lineup. Not much change, but Christian Vasquez, the catcher, 423 with runners in scoring position. He gets the start.
Yeah, but you got to look at, we talked about this yesterday, and the same thing plays out. It's a very top-heavy lineup. Changeup is going to be really important tonight for Ureña. He's going to have to use that fastball changeup. We saw Alvarez swing and miss in that ninth inning. Kirby Yates threw him a great split, got him to swing over it. We'll see tonight. If that changeup's working and he's able to spot his fastball, look for Ureña to have a nice night.
All right, it's going to be a good one here tonight at the Big A. Zach Neto, can he make it 4 games in a row with a home run? Denzer Guzman getting the start. Ureña on the hill. Angels next.
Yes, El Pollo, the MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game, these games, all the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way, with real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
I never considered myself an alcoholic, but drinking affected my job, health, and relationships. A powerful medication helped me take back control. Now I no longer feel the urge to drink, and the same pill that helped me could help you. Text TV5 to 710-710 to learn more.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhance game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game, blackout-free. Even stream minor league games and more. It's all here and it's all new. Get MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus.
It is perfection here in Southern California tonight. ABTV, presented by Pechanga Resort Casino, brings you Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Los Angeles Angels and the Houston Astros from Angel Stadium. Alongside Mark Gubazza, I'm Wayne Red. Daz Ngubia was a back-and-forth game here last night. The Angels ended up on the wrong end of a 10-inning performance, despite some good things happening on the field last night.
Yeah, Wayne, a couple plays really at home plate. The top of the inning, bottom inning in the 10th inning was a difference maker. You know, Houston just executed everything perfectly defensively throughout the game, but really the story was Trey Mancini. Boom, boom, Mancini had it working throughout.
Well, Trey Mancini with the ultimate comeback ×2. He beat cancer back in 2020 to return to the major leagues in 2021, and now back in the big leagues again after a nearly 3-year absence that almost saw him retire.
Yeah, and it was almost a Hollywood script last night when you think when he came up to that first at-bat, such a long period of time between at-bats. First player with 3+ hits and an RBI after missing over 1,000 days since Deion Sanders. It was prime time for the Reds back in 2001 and May 1st. That first base hit second. He almost had an RBI double down the line too, so 3 hits. You can see the emotion he had. His teammates, they understood how difficult it was that, you know, to be able to get back up here like he did, but what a moment that was for him to be able to get back there and succeed like he did last night.
That was a huge highlight throughout Major League Baseball yesterday, the return of Trey Mancini, who won a World Series with the Houston Astros back in 2022, and his big league return here last night. For more on that, we send it downstairs to the third member of our crew. Here's Erica Weston.
A return to the big leagues, Wayne. 1,043 days in the making for Trey Mancini. He called it surreal yesterday before the game, being back up in the big league roster. He said he contemplated retirement at least 3 times prior to being called back up. He said the game of baseball will always bring you back when you're not fully done with it. And also special for him to be reunited with Angels hitting coach Brady Anderson, the two sharing a very special relationship when Mancini was part of the Baltimore Orioles. Here is more from Mancini, part of our Wells Fargo Active Cash Card, Active Mike.
Yesterday was every emotion I felt from my debut 10 years ago. So it's you're so nervous and then tired all day, and then this crazy adrenaline hits when the game starts, and then when you step up in the box, it all just kind of melts away and turns into this focus that's hard to describe, that you can't really recreate unless you're debuting, and it kind of felt like that yesterday. So you know, it was something I didn't know if I would necessarily experience again. So it was kind of crazy to experience those emotions as a 34-year-old instead of a 24-year-old.
Just an incredible story. Brady also said that Trey had texted him a couple of weeks ago saying he thought he was going to retire, just missed not being with his family. Brady told him, this is your last chance to compete against the world's best. Just enjoy these last 3 months. You never know what could happen. Play against the world's best. And Trey said this is an opportunity to just have some fun. Maybe that mindset will help rejuvenate him so he can enjoy these last 3 months. Who knows what's in store for Mancini next, guys?
Well, certainly looked plenty rejuvenated last night with a 3-hit game. How's that for rejuvenation?
Yeah, how about his smile on his face there today? I mean, it had to be an unbelievable thrill to make it back like that, to get a base hit your first at bat, to continue on the rest of the game, just dominate with the bat.
And scored a run, had an RBI as well. Trey Mancini, certainly a big performance last night in his return to the major leagues. We have seen big performances since the beginning of May for Walbert Ureña. He's made it Walby's world. He'll try to continue that tonight against the Astros.
I never considered myself an alcoholic, but drinking affected my job, health, and relationships. A powerful medication helped me take back control. Now I no longer feel the urge to drink, and the same pill that helped me could help you. Text TV5 to 710-710 to learn more.
This is Blue Chew Gold, the ultimate 4-in-1 formula. Built for strength where it counts. With sildenafil for power, tadalafil for endurance. But gold doesn't stop at blood flow, so we added apomorphine to spark desire and oxytocin to deepen connection. Not just harder, closer. Blue Chew Gold. Take action, get action.
Okay, $1 million deal on the line. You got this. Recaps and sales meeting insights from all my team's calls? Otter AI, it's you who is man's best friend.
Otter, the AI meeting agent.
This isn't your average pill. This is Rose Sparks. Rose Sparks. Rose Sparks. Rose Sparks.
Rose Sparks is a fast-acting solution because it dissolves under your tongue.
Rose Sparks.
Guys, get started today.
Connect with a provider to find out if Rose Sparks are right for you.
Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance, Saturdays on MLB Network and wherever you get your podcasts.
Angels baseball on ABTV is brought to you by Hyundai. There's never been a better time to test drive that Hyundai you've always wanted. Visit your SoCal Hyundai dealer today. By Jack in the Box, get fired up with the Hot Ones Munchie Meal. And by StubHub, proud partner of Angels baseball. Angels and the Astros tonight. Zach Neto looking to homer for a 4th straight game. No Angels shortstop ever even got to 3 in a row until Neto last night. But here's Walbert Ureña with a hop, skip, and a jump to the mound. He should be excited to get out there with the way he's been throwing.
Yeah, throwing that fastball, upper 90s, a 2 and 4-seam fastball, that changeup, what a difference maker. And now you're starting to see a better feel for his sweeper, which makes it even more difficult for right-handed batters against Ureña, my go-tos. To be successful here tonight is at lower corners with the sinker. This kid that was ground ball after ground ball over 52%, but finish batters with the changeup. It is nasty. 23 punch outs and whiff percentage over 36%.
Showing the lineup for the Astros, who have won 11 straight series here at Angel Stadium. That ties their franchise record. One more would be 12, a new record for them. Jeremy Pena leading it off tonight. Yordan Alvarez is DHing again. Then Walker, Paredes, Altuve, Cam Smith, Joylo Perfito back on the big league roster after Lamont Wade got hurt yesterday. Christian Vasquez back behind the plate, although Colin Price had a pretty good show last night in just his 3rd major league game, his 1st big league hit, and on the right end of that play at the plate that helped finish off the Angels yesterday.
A huge target behind the plate, almost like Ken Dryden when he was a goalie back in the day with the Canadians in hockey. And the defense behind Ureña today, especially when you think of ground balls. Peraza's been solid. 4 defensive run saves, been involved in 16 double plays. Neto, Peraza, Guzman, Shawnwell in the infield. Rivera behind the plate again. Meckler, Trout, Siri in the outfield as Joe Adell gets the pseudo day off where he's going to be DHing. Siri, an outstanding defender. Peraza's been really good defensively at second base.
It's another perfect night for baseball here. Sounds redundant. We say it almost every day, but it really is. Blue skies, beautiful weather here tonight. And the Angels getting ready to try to even up this series with the right guy on the mound to do it. Walbert Ureña, since the beginning of May, has a 2.08 ERA over 7 starts. He's gone at least 5 innings, allowing 3 or fewer runs in all 7 of those starts. And a first pitch strike tonight to Jeremy Pena.
And a 99-mile-an-hour pitch, first pitch.
That seems pretty firm to start it off.
I think it's pretty hard.
Been the hardest throwing pitcher in all of the American League, dating back to the last handful of starts. He's even topped Jacob deGrom with his average velocity on his fastball. So why not stick one in at 99 to begin the night? Ahead of Pena 0-2. Swing and a miss. 3 pitches. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good night, Jeremy Pena.
And back-to-back sweepers. The one was on the inside part of the plate, but that next one was devastating. Well off the plate, but showed he could throw for a strike. Finishes them off quickly. Love that. Get the 2 strikes. Don't waste pitches. Finish them off as quick as possible.
Can't finish someone off any faster than that. 3 pitches to put away Pena. for the first out of the game. Pena did score the tying run last night. He has not had a hit yet in this series. It's a weird night for Yordan Alvarez yesterday. Struck out 3 times, only scored a run when he reached on an error in deep center field on a ball that glanced off the glove of Mike Trout.
Look at that sinker there at 98.
No balls, 1 strike on Alvarez, and that's the first pitch out of the strike zone so far from Ureña.
I like that target there for Rivera too. If he's going to miss, he's going to miss down and off the plate too.
Sebastian Rivero back behind the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike on Yordan Alvarez, the American League leader in home runs, as he fouls one off the end of his bat.
And the strikeouts, take a look at our StatCast being powered by Google Cloud. How they were able to get those punch outs. The changeup down, slider down, splitter down, well out of the strike zone. That's the key. Get ahead and then get him to swing at something well out of the strike zone, because he likes to do damage. Can't hit those pitches like that when they're not far out of the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes. And Alvarez able to just get his bat on that. You know, there's a little room for Ureña to be even better than he's been. He has a very low first pitch strike rate, but when he's ahead in the count, he's almost unhittable. Opponents batting just 110 against him when he's ahead in the count. He's already struck out Pena after getting ahead, and he's up on Alvarez here 1-2. And now another foul. But if he can throw first pitch strikes more often, get ahead more often, he might even be better than what we've seen so far.
But that there, a 1-2 pitch at 100 miles an hour. When you think about him as far as the first pitch, because at times it's a tough time throwing strike, they're about 560 on the first pitch put in play against him. So that first pitch is huge for him.
1 ball, 2 strikes. He's thrown a couple of first pitch strikes so far, and he's having a hard time finishing off a great hitter at the plate in Yordan Alvarez.
Now I think he has him set up for that little fade changeup going away. Do him a sweeper there, just give him something else to look at.
Alvarez really doesn't strike out that much for a big slugger, despite the 3 yesterday. 1-2. That one outside, but as we showed, all 3 of those punch outs were below the zone. Let's see if Ureña can find some space.
Because we always feel there is a spot up and in on him with a fastball, but if you miss out over the plate, that's trouble.
Of course, Alvarez's calves are about as big as my torso. The size of his calves. Look at the space between his knee and his ankle. It's ridiculous.
That is a gigantic human being there. I'm telling you, that's Willie McCovey reincarnated here.
Seems like it. He's up to a 10 pitch at bat, as Ureña fired that one up to 100 miles an hour.
That's a frustrating thing when you're on the mound, Wayne, and you're throwing these type of pitches and are getting fouled. Makes you think, okay, what am I going to throw here? I still think that changeup down. Away, though. It's got to be away.
It's another 3-2, the 10th pitch of the at bat coming. And it's downstairs, but a fastball that was ball 4. So Alvarez with a long at bat fouled a lot of pitches off with 2 strikes and worked a 1-out walk to be the game's first base runner.
Especially ahead of the count, too. He's ahead 1-2 in that at bat.
Batter now, Christian Walker, who drove in 2 runs yesterday, now has 48 runs batted in.
He's always a guy, if it's anywhere near the strike zone first pitch, he's hacking.
Walker tied Alvarez last night for the most RBIs in the American League as he takes ball 1. That one ran inside. And on the video board here, it says he's named his cats after the 2 sisters from a league of their own, Kit and Dottie.
Wow.
1 ball and no strikes. Big fan of the Rockford Peaches. Christian Walker takes strike 1. There you go. Although Kit finished with the Racine Bells, you know, after that trade. 1 ball, 1 strike on Walker. A breaking ball is bounced into the Angel dugout off the hand of Adam Eaton.
There goes your fielding percentage.
Adam Eaton looked at his hand like it betrayed him. Still looking at
it. How did I miss that?
See, my hand betrayed me.
I'm trying to tell the outfitters what they need to do, and I can't make that play.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Walker. Good double play target if Ureña can get a ground ball. He misses with that sweeper. Now 2-2.
Yeah, Maybell threw out the first pitch the other day at Dodger Stadium from League of Their Own. 99 years old. Still looking good, too. Threw a nice pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Move harder than I do.
That seems like it. 1 out with Alvarez at first, and a swing and a miss. Strike 3 on a fastball.
That's the pitch I thought. Going back to last night, I know we don't look back that much. But Kirby Yates, I think that's what he was trying to do with his fastball. That ended up being the lower part of the strike zone. That's what he talked about with Erica last night after the game. Just missed the spot there with Walker. He is susceptible to a high fastball above the zone. I think that's what he's trying to do. It drifted down, and that's why he got that hit up the middle.
2 outs, and now Isaac Paredes. As Ureña misses just a little bit low with that 99-mile-an-hour fastball. Ureña started to take off back on May 1st when he shut down the Mets in a game with just 1 run allowed on 2 hits. But that game ended a little early for him after he took a line drive off the bat of Bo Bichette. But ever since then, he's been on a roll. He's had 5 quality starts.
That was interesting. Ureña thought that might have been a strike. Rivera said no, it was off the plate, and Rivera was correct. Remember, he was telling it it's a little easier for catchers that have an idea compared to even hitters, certainly pitchers.
And he wants to make the hitter sad too. So
yes,
he's really looking for that opportunity.
Yes. Call still has this unhappy face working.
3 balls and no strikes now on Isaac Paredes. We enjoyed having Rivero on the broadcast during the game last night when he was not in the lineup. Logan O'Hoppe was. It's reversed tonight. 3-0. And now another walk. 2 in the inning from Ureña. Strikeout, walk. The pattern so far here in the first.
Been a lot of pitches in the first inning for Ureña. So one thing, there has been a walk in his game so far. It's 30 now on the season for him.
Jose Altuve will stand in. Mentioned Ureña, 7 straight starts, 5+ innings, and 3 or fewer runs allowed. The last American League pitcher this young to do that. He had to go all the way back to 2015 when Lance McCullers did it for the Astros toward the end of that season. All 1 to Altuve, who scored the winning run last night for the Astros on a short fly ball to right center field that Nick Madrigal, who was playing in, remember, the infield was in. So Madrigal had to go a pretty long way to get it. His momentum kind of carried him back on the grass, and Altuve took off. He was able to score that run.
Remember, Altuve had a tough time with breaking balls yesterday. He was chasing that a lot. Quite a few pitches now. Already now, the pitch number 25 coming up. So this is where Altuve becomes extremely dangerous now. He's real good on elevated pitches. He's not going to chase probably at this point.
That's a high strike on the inside corner, and it's 2-1. It's the first time Ureña has faced the number 5 batter in the first inning of one of his starts. It's the most pitches he's thrown in a first inning so far, now at 25. Well, nothing has been put in play yet. Two balls and a strike. We saw Freddie Freeman over the weekend. He has the most career hits of any active player. Altuve second, not too far away from 2,500 himself as it takes strike 2. Check swing. Strike 3.
Got him on a sweeper. He's got that working. Watch out, hitters in Major League Baseball.
3 punch outs in the first, around 2 walks. Walbert Ureña puts up a 0.
I'm Jason.
And I'm Kelly.
And we built our TimberTech deck.
There's a question if we were able to do this ourselves. We just decided to go for it.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say the hardest part of the whole project was just getting the materials out of the truck.
We wanted a product that looked like real wood, but maybe didn't have the same wear and tear as real wood. This is our forever home, so it's great to have TimberTech and have the longevity of the product.
It looks amazing, and now the family can enjoy it for years to come. That's one of the things that we're so excited about.
Adding throwing creatine has definitely helped me with how I perform on the court. I feel like I have a lot of endurance throughout the 82-game season. And I'm making those split-second decisions with a clear mind and a clear vision. It seems like the game slows down with throwing.
This is Fubo. It's your way to watch your local teams all season long. Starting at only $14.99 a month. Plus, you can watch 4 games at once with Multiview. Start watching at FuboTV.com.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks.
There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive.
A showstopper!
We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit him.
These teams are entertaining, are they not?
The show continues. Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and
Theodore Robbins-Ford with Zach Neto leading off, then Trout hitting second. Wade Meckler bats third. Joe Adell's in the DH spot batting cleanup. Nolan Shonowell at first base. Peraza, Guzman, Siri, Rivero the lineup here today. You think Kurt Suzuki said, hey Siri, play right field?
Yes, and play it well.
Kai-Wei Teng is on the mound for the Astros.
And Teng is fastball. He doesn't throw a ton of fastball, but it's pretty firm, 92, 96. His sweeper is his best pitch. He'll throw a changeup, also a slider and curveball.
We'll just try to keep Zach Neto in the ballpark today. Neto has homered in 3 straight games, which is an Angels record for a shortstop.
That is unreal. That is absolutely unreal.
That's a hard one to figure out. Neto has turned out to be one of the most prolific home run hitting shortstops in Angels history already in his major league career. He's at 71 home runs now.
Yeah, to text Gary DiSarcina and give him some grief. He never did hit a home run 3 games in a row.
Jim Fregosi at 115 home runs as a shortstop for the Angels. It is the franchise record. Well, we'd have to look deeper into how many of those were actually at the shortstop position, if there was any pinch hitting or out of position, but most of those were as a shortstop, you figure. So that's the benchmark for Angels shortstops. And again, Neto not terribly far away right now behind Fregosi for the most home runs ever by an Angels shortstop. A couple more years, he'd be there.
Well, he went dead center field at Dodger Stadium the other day, and then he went out to the big part of the yard here, left center field here at the Big A.
13 homers, halfway to his career high 26, which he hit last year. 3-2. He's also walked more this year than last year, and not far from his career high in that category as well. Only shortstop did a homer in 4 straight games in the last 2 years. Colson Montgomery of the White Sox. He's actually done it twice, once last year and once so far this year. 3-2. Neto just squibs one off the end of his bat foul.
And a go-to is to be successful against Teng today for the Halos and their approach at the plate. His power, his four-seamer. 4 home runs allowed, a .667 slugging percentage, but make him throw strikes with that sweeper in the zone, because it's out of the zone like we've seen already, a couple of them. Impossible to even make contact.
Well, that sweeper has shut down right-handers this year. Righties only have a .443 OPS against Teng. Lefties .841, a huge difference. That sweeper makes the difference. 3-2. Fastball, ball 4, leadoff walk.
Another walk for Neto. And a defense behind Teng today. You know, there is a walk in his game. That's big to be issue. Loperfido out in left field, back with the Astros. 2 defensive runs saved, 1 outfield assist. Also been involved in a double play turn from the outfield. Myers, another real good outfielder. Same thing with Smith. So they got a lot of coverage in the outfield for the Astros. In the infield, you got Pena and Altuve up the middle. Paredes, Walker, Gold Glove winner over at first. Vasquez behind the plate.
There's Trout fouling one off. Angels don't run a lot. We're not really sure why. This is a team that, you know, certainly does rely on home runs at times, but it has trouble scoring runs at times too. And outside of Trout, there's no reason to not be a little more active on the bases unless Trout's at the plate, which he is now. 1-0 balls and 1 strike on Neto. As Trout behind now 0-2.
Wait, when you look at the lineup, there's at least 5 guys in this lineup, but you would think be more aggressive stealing bases. Pretty good speed.
Neto's the team leader with 10, although he's been caught 6 times. Yeah, Peraza with 7 stolen bases. Even Trout has a handful this year.
We know Siri can run. Guzman can run also.
And Adele can run. No balls, 2 strikes on Trout. Neto at first. And Trout now 0 for his last 22, which is the longest active hitless drought in the major leagues.
And a Hyundai key for the game today. When you're going to like this one today, I'm going Barry Manilow. Touched by an angel. Just touch some of these pitches here and drive it out of the ballpark, or just make contact like we saw at the bottom part of that lineup at Dodger Stadium. Sometimes it's not how hard you hit it, it's where you hit it. Touched by an angel.
Oh, that is very beautiful.
I knew you liked that one.
You like that one. It's a ground ball from Meckler, and that's why you think about running, but Pena dropped it anyway.
He was touched by an angel there.
It seemed like he was touched by an angel in the outfield.
Yes.
Pena thinking about where to get the out, if not 2 outs. Didn't get any.
He's playing right back up the middle. Pretty decent swing for Meckler. And he's already looking at the bag before looking that baseball into his glove.
The Astros make the fewest errors in the American League. That is number 5 for Pena.
So you got your chance right away here.
More speed on the bases now too. Neto at second and Meckler, who runs well at first. Up and in to Joe Adele.
He's been hit already in this series. Imagine the sweeper's coming right now, so it might not be a bad time to think about going.
0-2 the count.
Teng has not allowed a stolen base yet this year. This one caught, only one attempt against him this year.
Some numbers for Adele with runners in scoring position. He's been solid in these moments. It's helped him get to 37 runs batted in, which is the most on the team. Catching up to Trout and Neto in home runs as well. He's hit 10 after that big blast Sunday. Teng would look at second base just to see if the Angels have anything in motion here. Count 1 ball 1 strike on Adele.
Meckler as the trail runner is going to make sure Neto is going. You see that trail runner just kind of pointing right towards second base, just looking to see if he goes.
Teng runs that one inside as well. 2 balls and 1 strike. Kai-Wei Teng from Taiwan. He signed when he was pretty young, leaving Taiwan to come to the Minnesota Twins, and was with the Giants, which is where he made his major league debut. Traded to Houston back in January. Adele goes fishing. 2 balls 2 strikes. The ERAs, although Teng does not have a lot of major league experience in any of those years, only pitched in 4 games in 24, a little bit more last year, and this is his 7th start of this season for the Astros. 3-2 now in Adele.
You know, even though there's a strikeout in Teng's game, I think you still go 3-2 here with 1 out.
Angels have just not been terribly active on the base paths, but certainly would be a chance to go. Neto and Meckler not running. It's ball 4, so the bases are loaded. 2 walks in the inning, plus an error on Pena.
Both pitchers with 2 walks apiece in the first inning.
Astros did not capitalize. They never put a ball in play in the first. 2 walks and 3 strikeouts for Ureña. Here's Nolan Shawnewell. Trey Mancini was the starter at first base yesterday and had a great performance. His return to the major leagues gave Shawnewell a day off as well. Shawnewell did play first base the last couple of innings yesterday. Takes a strike around the knees, and it's 0-1.
Change up first pitch. He does throw that quite a bit to lefties. Shawnewell's looking for something elevated enough to get it in the air.
Mentioned the splits for Teng. He is much more susceptible to getting knocked around by a left-hander than a righty. Angels with just a couple of lefties in the lineup. Here's one with a chance to drive in a run or two. Nolan Shotwell. It's in the dirt. 2 balls and 1 strike.
So far, some pretty patient at bats. Almost similar to what we saw on Sunday at Dodger Stadium. So patient at bats.
There's ball 3. Well, Teng has been missing the strike zone here in this first inning. More balls than strikes. He's walked 2 hitters, and now he's potentially 1 pitch away from walking in a run.
Centering it on your spot right now for Shotwell.
It hit him. Well, it wasn't the spot to drive in runs with a base hit, but it was a spot to get an RBI in a more painful manner.
Yes.
Neto scores. 1-0 Angels.
Like it got him towards the knee or shin. Right in the shin there, the back leg.
The last thing Shotwell needs is another reason to feel some sort of pain in his legs. Dealing with the ankle and calf issues lately, and now he gets clobbered by a pitch. Angels taking a look at Shotwell, meeting on the mound as well with Teng, who is having some first inning command problems. 2 walks, a hit batsman. Now a run is scored without a hit. Peña's error contributing as well. The Angels with the early lead here. Oswald Peraza will be the batter. Teng with an ERA of 3.75 since becoming a regular in the rotation back on May 10th. He's basically been 5 and dive during that time. He's only had one start in which he went into the 6th inning.
So when you look at first pitch, it's generally thrown to a right-handed batter. Shotwell still trying to walk or run it off right now.
Must have got him in a tender area.
Yeah, right on the shin.
So Shotwell finally feeling well enough to get going here. As the Angels look for a big inning now. Run is home, and it's Oswald Peraza. The Angels have scored first for a 4th straight game.
See if he can get a sweeper in the strike zone here to drive it. And as usual, even on the road, the Astros in the outfield, they bunch the alleys. They give you the corners all the time.
Broken bat, 1 hopper is short. Peña has it, throws to second one. Altuve dropped it on the transfer. Another run is in as Meckler scores. 2-0 Angels. Peraza will get an RBI, and still no hits in the inning, but 2 runs.
Yeah, pretty fortunate. That looked like it might have been, especially when you get jammed like that, a chance at a double play. We'll take it though. Sometimes you don't make all those plays when you have a pitcher that wild too. You're not on your toes. It goes hand in hand. When you have a pitcher being it's wild on there, you don't seem to get a lot of great plays made behind you.
And the normally sure-handed Astros have had a couple slip out of their hands here in the first. And the Angels have 2 runs with no hits. Now Denzer Guzman is the batter.
Oh, that's off the plate.
And quite a bit.
Wow.
So. Guzman did not think about challenging there. Guzman wore out AAA when he was with Salt Lake. Couldn't hold his swing, or he did hold it there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ron Culpa, the first base umpire, with a mea culpa for Guzman on that check swing. It was close.
Yes. Well, he probably saw that first pitch called a strike. He says, you know what, we'll even it up.
Another check swing, and this time the same result. 2 balls and a strike. Guzman played mostly shortstop at AAA this year, though he had been playing third base recently. Angels getting him to third base last night and tonight at the major league level. Time a called strike.
Wow, you could challenge that one too.
Was a little closer, but seemed to be off the plate as well. So 2 balls and 2 strikes the count on Guzman. Runner going from first and a foul back.
Oh, and another sweeper.
Teng now near 30 pitches in this first inning. Well, Ureña threw a lot as well, but Ureña pitched himself out of it. Teng has not been able to do the same.
42% sweeper swing. Coming into the game, he was about 35%.
Two balls, 2 strikes, and a throw to first.
So often you'll see a catcher set up inside in a pickoff throw. This is why you do that, just in case the hitter's looking back. Probably move away now for another sweeper.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. So the Angels get the 2 runs without a hit in the first.
We need to talk about soda because Poppy's changed it for the better forever. It's a bubbly, bold, better for you soda that still gives you that iconic fizzy flavor you can't resist. With 5 grams of sugar and ingredients you can love. You can have your soda and drink it too. Poppy. Soda's back, but so much better.
When you're young, you don't just get handed trust. You have to earn it by hand. You listen and ask questions and see the way things have always been, but like never before. You realize time doesn't make something timeless. Standards do. Because if you want your name to last forever, you have to build your legacy one step at a time.
Did he do it? Oh my goodness, what a play! An absolute beast unleashed. You are unbelievable.
Racking them up, all I do is win. Spot that hashtag like a boss. Yeah, that's how I roll. Keep on nailing it, never miss it. Back, enjoy the show.
We live the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
Kai-Wei was almost stunned before the game today when he revealed that the MRI he had on his right elbow yesterday showed a torn UCL and that he would in fact need to have Tommy John surgery. He said he really didn't think that was going to be in the cards for him, as some of his pitches, most of them, felt really good. The fastball felt fine. He said the slider felt fine. He really only felt discomfort on those change-ups. He said his arm's been feeling a bit tough for the last month or so. He's just trying to work through it. He had been cutting down on throwing in between starts to do so, and he just thought it was some general soreness. Had some elbow soreness in the past in the minors, had an MRI at the end of the year last year, didn't show anything, but he said it's tough, not what you want to hear, obviously. More than anything, he'll miss being around the guys here, but it does give him some clarity just because he'd been grinding so much lately, guys.
Yeah, Eric, I mean, that's so tough to hear that news, especially how good he was first 5 starts of the year, even throwing, last time out he was throwing 97, 98. But you can tell by the feel of his changeup, been a real tough time with his slider over the last 3, 4, 5 starts.
Almost abandoned that pitch altogether after not having some success with that slider. But in reality, this is a long now recovery for Jack Kai-Wei. Smith takes strike 3. So Walbert Ureña so far has not allowed the Astros to put one in play. Smith wanted to challenge this.
Batter challenging.
Super close.
Challenge powered by T-Mobile is an 0-2 pitch. And it's strike 3.
No smile there.
Call is confirmed. Houston has 1 challenge remaining.
Well, Rivero didn't get to do it. Smith made himself sad.
Yes. That was nasty again. That sweeper's tight today.
4 strikeouts now for Ureña. 2 walks against the 6 batters that he has faced. Now Joey Loperfido is back in the big leagues, replacing Lamont Wade on the Houston roster. Wade injured his hamstring running the bases last night. Loperfido had a quad injury. We haven't seen him in the majors in almost 2 months. Angels with a 2-0 lead, scoring 2 runs without a hit in the first inning. They had not done that in the first inning of a game since 1990 at the Kingdom.
What a beautiful place that was.
3 balls and no strikes on Loperfido. Well, his 6th time in franchise history, the last time in that game against the Mariners at the Kingdom. It's a strike, 3-1.
It doesn't look like Shonewell's real happy getting an RBI like that, though.
You don't want the RBI to hurt. Shonewell took one off the leg for the first run, and Peraza with a fielder's choice the second. 3-1 on Loperfido, and that's ball 4. So 7 Astros batters to start this game have not put the ball in play. 3 walks and 4 strikeouts.
And if you're the Astros, you're liking working counts against Ureña because this stuff is that good. You get him out earlier than you would like to see. If you're the Halos, you want him in there deep in the game.
The Angels bullpen gave it up in the 9th inning yesterday. It was Kirby Yates with the blown save. Natera, Zephyr-John, and Bachman all pitched well. Yates could not hold the lead. And now Nagiri the loss, I guess. But
that's a tough one there. He did everything well in that inning.
Gave up a bunt hit on a ball that looked like it was rolling foul. Then struck out a batter and then allowed a pop-up that somehow scored a run. It was Myers who hit that pop-up, although he was not credited for a sacrifice fly, although the verbiage as to why is a little bit vague. So I guess the infielder, in this case Madrigal, was not efforting enough to go back and catch the ball. He wasn't pushed into the outfield far enough, but the infield was in. Myers probably has a
can't control that sinker at all right now.
Behind Ureña again, 3-0 on Myers.
As much as you don't want to do this, you have to think I got to throw that at the middle of the plate and trust it's going to run to a corner. When you start it on a corner with that kind of movement, it's never going to be close to a strike.
He's got the glasses on today. You can't blame that. No. 3 balls and no strikes on Myers here, and that's on the inside corner. 3-1.
That was a 4-seamer. He's thrown 12 sinkers, only 4 for a strike so far. It was much better last time out, his sinker.
Oh, one off the umpire, and Rivero with a quick check, but Dylan Wilson, the home plate umpire, says he's okay. First time we've seen him behind the plate for an Angels game. One of the call-up umpires this year.
Straight back like that.
Dylan Wilson, born on Christmas Day, 1989.
Wow, he's my hero.
That's right. Runner going, and a bouncing ball right to the bag, but Peraza was unable to scoop it. It's into center field. I don't know if Peraza was shielded in some way there, but he was in position to receive that ball right on top of the base.
Again, I always say, like it looked like he just same thing we saw with Jeremy Payne. He just looked up, looked at the base. See right there, it's going to be right in his glove. He's going to be able to step on the bag.
Looked like it kind of flattened on him. He was expecting a hop that never came. So Loperfido gets to second and Myers at first on an error from Peraza. Ball 1 to Christian Vasquez.
He hits the ball a lot to the right side of the field, whether it's the infield or outfield.
Well, they put an error up on the video board, but I guess it was officially ruled a single somehow. That's certainly not true. It's a strike to Vasquez. 1 ball, 1 strike. So for now, it's a single, but it can't possibly be real life.
It's not Memorex.
One ball, 1 strike, and that's over the inside corner. Vasquez has been unbelievable with runners in scoring position this year. He's hitting .423.
I mean, he's a real good contact guy. And like I said, he hits the ball the other way very well. So he's looking inside out. So you got to be ready for me if it's Shawnwell over first base area.
1 ball, 2 strikes. They are really making Ureña throw a lot of pitches, even in some of these at bats where he's thrown some strikes. They are really getting into some deep counts. Fly ball left center field. This one will hang up. Trout and Meckler over. Trout's taking over to make the catch. 2 outs.
Got him out on a changeup, a little bit elevated, but had him out in front after some good fastballs. This changeup all season long is one of the best pitches in all of the American League as far as the starters. Batting average is 145 and 23 punch outs with percentages under 37%. And some lot of soft contact, just like that was on that fly ball to Trout.
Batter now is Pena, who struck out on 3 pitches his first time.
Oh, he dropped that changeup perfectly.
Maybe Peraza wasn't ready for a ball in play. Myers was the first Astro to put one in play out of the 8 hitters. First 7 were either walked or struck out. The ball's in a strike on Pena. Pop up. Neto backpedaling toward the outfield and making the catch.
If you need help moving and unpacking, you could ask your cousin Casey, who she hired last year.
Hey, girl. Hey, what movers did you... Sorry, are you still moving?
Or, here's a smarter move. Go with Thumbtack. The pros we know have earned over 14 million 5-star reviews. For your next home project, try Thumbtack. We know homes. Hire the right pro today.
We need to talk about soda because Poppy's changed it for the better forever. It's a bubbly, bold, better for you soda that still gives you that iconic fizzy flavor you can't resist. With 5 grams of sugar and ingredients you can love. You can have your soda and drink it too. Poppy. Soda's back, but so much better.
Step up to the plate with MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhance game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game. Plus live minor league action and even Game Day 3D. The ultimate second screen experience on MLB Plus. Now available on the MLB app.
An aerospace-themed drone show will be flying high here at the Big A on Friday, June 12th. The Angels take on the Rays, and you can stay after for the aerospace-themed drone show featuring 800 drones. Plus, the ceremonial first pitch will be thrown out by Southern California native and NASA astronaut Victor Glover.
That's going to be incredible.
He was the pilot for Artemis 2. Visit angels.com/promotions for more info. Jose Siri getting a start in right field tonight. Looks at a strike from Teng, and we expect that Victor Glover will be here in the booth on Friday.
I know for sure we're going to get a conversation with him on the pregame show. I know that for sure.
Well, then there's that.
Yes.
No balls and a strike on Siri. Now 0-2 as Teng gets a couple over. Teng walked 2 and hit a batter in the first inning. Gave up 2 runs without a base hit.
Throwing a couple more fastballs already in this inning.
Both of those runs were unearned for Teng in the first. And he just went right to the heater to strike out Siri on 3 pitches, 1 out.
He's got 3 strikeouts himself, a couple walks.
The Brewers have a 2-0 lead in Vegas. You think that'll be the final score?
Yeah, real good chance. Is the Miz pitching?
Even if he is, I don't know if he can do anything about that. He is not. Milwaukee with a home run in the first after I believe 11 home runs were hit between the Brewers and A's last night. In a game that ended 15-14 Milwaukee in 12 innings.
Packers took down Vegas Raiders.
And when you put it like that, now I'm miserable about it.
I knew you would. That's why I had to get it in there.
Rivero is the batter. He lines one through.
Mr.
He's
French
for his last 6. That was the old French smash.
Yes. Oh, he said catcher's rake.
Well, this catcher certainly is.
That's 104.5.
See the 5 for 5s with 5+ RBIs, batting 9th. It's rare. And Austin Wynns, who actually was briefly in the Angels organization this year, on that list.
By the way, I did text Gary D. Sorcina. I asked, did you ever homer in 3 games in a row? He says, no, what are you, nuts? He goes, but I did take David Wells deep 3 times, so that's a plus. D-Sar checking in.
There's a pitcher on that list, too, Johnny Murphy, who was a member of 7 different World Championship teams.
Oh!
Neto gets hit right on the back.
That was a fastball, too. Dropped his wrist. That got him right on the number.
Just a thud. Second batter hit by Teng already tonight. Shotwell with the bases loaded.
Yeah, that was a breaking ball. That's a fastball there.
Johnny Murphy on that list he was the first player to have 5 hits and 5 RBIs while batting 9th. He won 7 World Series, a lot of those with the Yankees, and then he was the GM for the '69 Mets later on.
Hey, he's a winner chicken dinner everywhere he goes.
Evidently. Here's Trout as he looks at strike 1. Our Kia player profile tonight on Guess Who? Oh, Mike Trout.
Mike Trout.
Good guess. Active leader against the Astros in all the categories you want to be leading in. Behind here 0-2. He is 0 for his last 22 though overall, and that batting average has dropped to 221 in the meantime. What are you seeing from his at-bats?
It feels like he's, fastballs are beating him now. His timing is off. Still has that step back. That's a great
pounds
swing
that
there.
one to right and has a base hit. Rivero will be held up. Cam Smith has a great arm. So good job by Keith Johnson throwing up the stop sign. Trout singles the other way and breaks out of that 0 for 22.
Absolutely love that swing there. That is short to the baseball. Another fastball, but it was down. But he had that little step back there to be able to get that balance short to the baseball and look to punch it that way. It's one of his best swings he's had. He hit a good baseball hard in Dodger Stadium where Mookie Betts made a play on him at shortstop. But he's right on that one. That's a good swing. And finally, you're seeing a smile from Mike Trout.
Now the bases are loaded. Wade Meckler, the batter, 2nd straight inning. The Angels have loaded the bags. He scored 2 last inning and a chance for more damage here.
What a good swing that was for Trout, especially with 2 strikes on him.
Rivero, Neto, and Trout, the base runners. Now 1 ball, 1 strike. Meckler reached on a fielder's choice that also included an error by Jeremy Pena in the first inning. And puts the ball in play. He tends to get on base. He's hit 400 on balls in play so far in his major league career. And he has this one through for a base hit. Rivero scores. Neto heads home. Trout goes to third. Meckler tries for second. It's a hustle double and 2 RBIs.
The Mac. Doing it again. What a swing. He uses the whole field, Wayne, so well. Just stayed on that pitch. That's impressive. Boy, when he turns on that afterburner, he can scoop. Love that sound. Back-to-back hits going the other way. Meckler to left, Trout to right. Just like that, 2 more runs. Infield in now.
Joe Adele swings and misses on the first pitch. So Teng, who had been pretty good so far as a starter, has allowed 4 runs in a start for just the second time. Actually, last time he allowed 5, so back-to-back outings giving up at least 4. Ripped fair down the left field line.
That's 6.
Trout and Meckler are in. Joe Adele has 39 runs batted in. The team leader in that category. 6-0 Halos.
Oh, I'm a little hungry right now, Wayne. A little double-double. That ball was smashed too. Little hanging curveball this time down the line. Face this Astro club, you got to keep adding on. Exactly what you do with that swing from Joe Adele. 9th double along with 10 home runs. I love seeing that from Trout, a smile on his face. It's been a while.
Another base hit.
Wow, that was a rocket. Shauna, wow.
Adele goes to third. That is 6 straight Angels that have reached safely. When the Angels score runs, they tend to do a lot better. Go figure.
Another baseball touched by an Angel. Look at that right there. This is Mike. Oh, that's his boy. You go, yes, yes.
He's out of his 0 for 22. He scored a run in this inning. The Angels have 4 in the inning and 6 for the night.
Guys always joke, you're only as good as your last at bat, and that's exactly what Trout did. He had a base hit. Who cares about those other 21, 22 at bats?
Bouncer off the plate, charging for it. Pena. His throw to first is in time to get Peraza, but another run scores. Adele comes home. 7-0. The Angels kick the extra point. Peraza has 2 RBIs on 2 ground ball outs.
Contact made.
Contact is king.
Yes.
And here is Denzer Guzman looking for his first hit at the major league level since his call up yesterday. Ball 1 to Guzman. He had 80 hits at Salt Lake City. That was the most in the Pacific Coast League. 7 runs here for the Angels. Might as well see what the bullpen can do. AJ Bluebaugh is throwing for the Astros in their pen. Not a good time for an Astros starter to have a couple of rough outings. Hunter Brown is not far away. He's going to knock somebody out of this rotation.
You talk about an incredible arm there.
2-0 on Guzman. Slice through that slider. It's 2-1. 7 runs, 5 hits. A pair of 2-run doubles in this inning from Meckler and Adele.
He's going to have to go the other way. He's getting a lot of breaking balls away.
Came in with that. It's 3-1.
It was a changeup.
I don't think so. It was 92.
I don't think he throws his changeup that hard.
No. He's not the Miz.
Or Ureña too.
Yeah, that's true. 3 balls and a strike, and a wave on what would have been ball 4. So the Angels have opened up a big lead here. Fly ball to right. This is Smith ranging over to make the catch. Big inning for the Angels. 5 runs scored. A couple of 2-run doubles after Mike Trout broke out of his 0 for 22. Meckler knocks in a pair, and so does Joe Adell.
I'm Jason.
And I'm Kelly.
And we built our TimberTech deck.
There's a question if we were able to do this ourselves. We just decided to go for it.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say the hardest part of the whole project was just getting the materials out of the truck.
We wanted a product that looked like real wood, but maybe didn't have the same wear and tear as real wood. This is our forever home, so it's great to have TimberTech and have the longevity of the product.
It looks amazing, and now the family can enjoy it for years to come. That's one of the things that we're so excited about.
The power of baseball goes beyond the field.
It's important to get out,
Volunteer, and make a difference in your community.
volunteer, and leave something behind.
Together, we can make a difference.
Together.
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 I never considered myself an alcoholic, but drinking affected my job, health, and relationships. A powerful medication helped me take back control. Now I no longer feel the urge to drink, and the same pill that helped me could help you. Text TV5 to 710-710 to learn more.
Well, now a big lead for Walbert Ureña to work with. After 2 in the first, the Angels put up 5 in the second inning. Ureña has struggled some with his command tonight. He's fallen behind a lot of hitters, but has not given up a run. He really shouldn't have allowed a hit. A ball under the glove of Peraza that was ruled a hit. The only hit so far for Houston.
If you could learn anything from watching the other day with Yamamoto for the Dodgers when he had that big lead in the first inning 9-1, he just went out there and got ground ball after ground ball after ground ball. Got to stay in attack mode with a lead like this.
Yamamoto went on to retire 22 in a row after having the big lead.
It happens, Wayne, a lot. When you're a pitcher, you watch the opponent in those spots, see what you can learn, especially as a young pitcher. What did he do differently than you might think about doing when you get a lead like that? So you just got to stay in that aggressive mode and see how many quick outs you can get.
1 ball, 1 strike on Alvarez, who smashes one through. Legitimate hit this time for the Astros.
And that was a fastball he hit back up the middle, but so far his sweeper has been really, really good. Pena to go way out of the strike zone. Same thing with Altuve. The late break to it. Smith drops it in there for a strike too. So 3 punch outs with his sweeper so far tonight. The pitch, it keeps getting better, developing it. Over 30% whiff percentage so far this season with it. Now throwing it more effectively.
Christian Walker hits one in the air to left toward the line. Meckler moves over.
Love those 1-pitch outs. Tied him up. Again, another fastball upstairs against him.
Nice for your longevity in a given game if you can get some of those quick outs. As Ureña just did on Walker. 1 away with Paredes coming up.
But Alvarez, I was looking at my stuff here. That was about 115 miles per hour that base hit he hit. He is some kind of strong. 115.
Feels like it's impossible for him to hit something soft. Strike to Paredes. Jordan Alvarez takes just an incredibly hard swing. Seems to barrel up almost everything. A hit by pitch for Paredes. And as you'd expect, the exit velocity for Alvarez puts him around the top of the major leagues. 2 other guys who are about the same size and hit everything extremely hard.
James Wood, incredible year for the Nationals. O'Neill Cruz, we've seen that a lot. When he makes contact, it's crushed.
Wood will be in the All-Star game for sure. He's had A monster season so far. So 2 out, nobody on. Jose Altuve stands in. 7-0. The Angels have the lead. So Altuve looks at the strike.
First pitch change piece.
Remember, he can get ahead. We talked about it. Just a 51% first pitch strike rate. But then when he is ahead, opponents almost do nothing against him. Really important for Ureña to get up on opposing hitters with his stuff.
Yep. Because he's got 2 devastating swing and miss pitches. And he could throw 100 miles an hour. That was real close to a swing after all.
1 ball, 1 strike on Altuve.
This is 50% so far as first pitch strike. Right on cue with his numbers.
Mentioned Freddie Freeman, who did get his 2,500th career hit tonight in Pittsburgh as the Dodgers walloped the Pirates. That game was close until Paul Skeens left it after 6 innings. The Dodgers blew it open against the Pirate bullpen. Freeman did get 2 hits, now 2,500 in his career. Altuve is 70 away from that mark.
That sweeper a little bit more of the plate than the one he got him to chase out of the zone.
Reds and the Padres in San Diego tonight. They're tied at 2 in the 3rd inning. Manny Machado has a hit and an RBI, still hitting 169 though for the year.
That is still incredibly shocking.
2-2. The A's have already hit 2 home runs in Vegas tonight. Kurtz and Bolte. If the ball's going to fly like this at the real Vegas ballpark, Nick Kurtz might win the Triple Crown every year.
More controlled environment with a dome.
2 balls and 2 strikes on Altuve. Get the humidors going and all that. Some kind of have to level the playing field in some way there.
This pitch count though, it's only the 3rd inning and already it's 60 pitches. He could really use a double play ball, and Altuve is a guy that will hit into a double play. He's also a dangerous hitter on a 3-2 count.
Full count pitch coming to Altuve. That's strike 3 called, so that's twice now. Altuve has struck out against Ureña.
Time he got him with a sinker.
What's he looking for there?
I think he was thinking he was going to get a sweeper just like the last time. Surprised he didn't challenge that. I was going to be close. I think he might have won that one.
He's not that tall. He probably thinks the ball around the knees is probably accurate, don't you think?
You said it, not me.
It's ball 1 to Cam Smith. Smith hit the ball really hard last night. Had 2 doubles and an RBI. Hits the ball hard a lot. His bat speed is among the best in baseball. So they still think Cam Smith's going to turn into a very good player, even though his numbers are not showing that yet as a major leaguer. He had a miserable 2nd half last year.
Wow, that's perfect. And that spot with that 4-seam fastball right on the outside corner. 98-mile-an-hour fastball. The thing you don't want to see Ureña get in the mindset is thinking strikeouts. He can get the strikeouts, but think outs on the ground at your infielders. Gives you a chance to get deeper in the ball game. Now you're overthrowing. That's why you're seeing that pitch count going up.
Now Rivero is going out to the mound.
You can sense some frustration.
65 pitches. He's not been around the plate that much. He's had a half dozen 3-ball counts already in 3 innings tonight. So Discussion on the mound and a ride with Hyundai.
A car that sees what you can't, how it should be. The Hyundai Tucson.
Cam Smith struck out looking his first time. Drafted by the Cubs and sent to the Astros before last season when Kyle Tucker went to Chicago. Cubs are down again in Colorado tonight, 7-3. Cubs have been PU lately. 3-1 on Smith.
Oh, he missed by a lot on that
4.
one.
Yeah, he did after a mound visit too.
Might get another mound visit.
A more formal one.
Yes.
It's another walk. He's walked 4 and he's hit a batter. So this is about as wild as we've seen Ureña. Remember, he made his major league debut against the Astros. His first 2 games out of the bullpen were against Houston. He had that one game get away from him after making a throwing error.
Don't want to let him back in the game with these free passes.
Joey Loperfido is at the plate. He walked his last time. Ureña has walked 4 already. Most he's walked in one game is 5. That was in Kansas City on April 25th. He's walked fewer than 4 in all of his starts since then.
This guy, we generally say a lot about him. He keeps everything under control, but there's a little bit of frustration today. You can see in his delivery. Oh, that's worthy of a challenge too.
Well, you know, Loperfido reacted to the pitch, but then didn't challenge it.
Would have been real close.
One ball and 2 strikes. This will be the 70th pitch already for Ureña tonight. Not yet out of the 3rd. He has a big lead. Up 7-zip here. That's not close. 2-2.
He pulled that front shoulder on that delivery of his changeup. It's a big pitch. You got options. 2-2, 3-2. You got to go with your heater. So you can still throw your pitch, but it's got to be close enough to the strike zone to get a swing.
It's ball 3, although Rivero wants to challenge.
It's going to be
pitch is called a ball catcher challenge.
ABS powered by T-Mobile. Wasn't off by much,
Call is
but
confirmed.
a ball
Los Angeles has 1
nonetheless.
challenge remaining.
A full count now, 3-2. Swing and a miss. Ureña comes back for the strikeout, but a long inning and a frustrated Ureña leaves the mound despite a 0 being put up in the 3rd.
You read every label at the grocery store, but have you read your dog's food label? Sundays for Dogs gently air dries meat and superfoods to preserve nutrients and flavor. It's healthy, complete nutrition with no artificial preservatives, fillers, or synthetics. Plus, there's no refrigeration or thawing required. Just scoop and serve. See the difference real food makes in your dog's life. Get 30% off your first box today.
This isn't your average pill. This is Rose Sparks. Rose Sparks. Rose Sparks. Rose Sparks.
Rose Sparks is a fast-acting solution because it dissolves under your tongue.
Rose Sparks.
Guys, get started today.
Connect with a provider to find out if Rose Sparks are right for you.
Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance, Saturdays on MLB Network and wherever you get your podcasts.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way, with real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
this evening, the Angels Baseball Foundation rewarded 8 scholarships to avid students. Such an important part of the Angels Baseball Foundation. Future college students for their education, their higher education. We're joined now by Carlo, a recipient of the Avid Baseball Scholarship, and Lilia, who oversees the scholarships. You've seen a lot of scholarships in your time with the program, but just tell me a little bit about the details of it.
Yes, so the scholarship program started in 2006, so we've been awarding scholarships for 21 years, and we've awarded 145 scholarships, and scholars are selected based on academic achievement, financial need, community involvement, leadership, etc. They're all so amazing.
And they have you as a resource.
Yes, they do. I'm always here to help. The Orange County Department of Education, who we made the scholarship in partnership with, is also another great resource for them.
Yeah, sometimes first-time college goers in a family. Carlo, you were one of the first recipients of the Angels Baseball Foundation Avid Scholarship. What did it mean to you in the time? That was back in 2006?
2005, yeah. That was great. It was amazing. One, the Angels are like a baseball organization that you're like, wow, like they get to like sponsor me in a way, like to go to college, and I was just excited. Like I was an 8th grader back then. It was just an exciting time. My family was excited, and so I enjoyed every minute of that.
Look at you're all grown up, with baby in your arms.
Three kids here, and it's like 20 years later, 3 kids later, it's insane.
What are you doing now?
I work at a marketing agency and, own a business with my wife on the side, and so it's literally just trying to keep afloat with 3 kids, trying to figure it out every day.
What did the support of the foundation mean to you now that you are where you are now?
Yeah, it gave me hope. I didn't think I could go to college, honestly, and like that just showed me that I could make it. Like somebody like the Angels believes in me. There's more opportunities out there. It's like that pushed me in the right direction. So.
Now that you're so far removed from it, and you had all of the new recipients on the field before the game today, when you see that, what goes through your mind?
Just seeing so many recipients is amazing. Like it just keeps growing every year. It's more and more kids that weren't even born when I got the award the first time. It's awesome. So it's an honor.
And you also got to throw out the first pitch tonight.
Yeah, that was nerve-wracking. I was like trying to figure out how to do that. I was like, I hopefully will make it the whole way, which I did. And it was cool to have Sam Aldergari like catching the ball too. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Like, amazing.
Amazing. Well, amazing. Thank you so much for the time. We really appreciate it. So happy for everything that you've accomplished.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
And Lilia, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, guys, back to you.
That's pretty great. Yeah, I mean, that scholarship, like there's been so many unbelievable stories where kids getting that opportunity to be able to go further their education and become this incredible business people too down the road. It's been unreal.
Yeah, the eye of the tiger like Aldergari too.
Yes.
Well, here's Sebastian Rivero at a base hit and a run scored. Started the 2nd inning rally after his incredible 5 for 5 on Sunday at Dodger Stadium. That is now 6 for 6 for Rivero after he had just the game of his life on Sunday afternoon at Dodger Stadium. Just the 6th catcher in Major League history to go 5 for 5 with 6 runs batted in. And 2 of the others are Hall of Famers. You have Ernie Lombardi on that list, Victor Martinez, all these guys are all-stars. Joe Mauer, Russell Martin, and Yasmani Grandal.
Wow. It's a real good group he's involved with.
An incredible group. All-stars and or Hall of Famers.
Martin had a great career himself. Really good.
A ball, 1 strike. Couldn't hold his swing there, and it's 1-2.
By the way, walking around the stands today, everyone's kind of liking the Mr. French thing too. They got it. Some of them. Some of the fans. They had to be around a while.
I understand. Yeah. Some of the older fans.
Yes. Yes.
Some of the ones who've been watching since 1961 when the Angels debuted. There's another.
There he is. Never doubt Mr. French.
7 for 7.
Please, you can never doubt Mr. French. Oh, wow. This stayed on. I mean, he's used the entire field during his stretch with 7 straight hits. Neto just taking that fastball. Looked like a little bit off the plate. Remember last time got hit right into number 9 in his back.
Here's a fly ball to right field. It pretty well as Smith backs up and grabs it.
Smith has turned into a really good outfielder. Or he was an infielder. You see if that swing by Trout, that last on an 0-2 pitch, rocketed to right, gets him going.
Mike Trout taking ball 1 here. Trout just punched one into right field to break out of that 0 for 22. Teng gets the call there over the inside corner.
Wow, that was above the zone there. Especially when you already had one challenge that failed.
Yeah, each team with only 1 left, and for the Angels you might as well just keep it in your back pocket in case this game gets closer later. The ball smashed but grabbed by Pena on the pick to end the inning.
Guys, stop what you're doing and head over to Fabletics, because right now everything is 80% off, including shirts, tees, polos, and shorts, pants, joggers. Perfect for the gym, office, or golf. Get 80% off everything right now when you sign up as a new VIP, only at Fabletics.com.
Broken! Ever since I started wearing hands-free glide step Skechers Sleep-ins, my other shoes are useless. With Skechers Sleep-ins, I just step in and they're on. Try Skechers Sleep-ins.
Greenlight's been amazing, encouraging the kids to do their chores and save. We started using Greenlight to get chores done, but it has led to so much more.
Hey Noah, what are you doing? I'm researching the stock market. What's a stock market?
Hey, I'm at the game. And we should always use Game Time for tickets. They're dropping cool features like zone deals and price drop alerts so we can go to more games and shows. Finally, a ticketing app that actually gives a Download the app today.
What actually works? I want to understand the choices I'm making. Now I know. Thorn.
This is Fubo. It's your way to watch your local teams all season long. Starting at only $14.99 a month. Plus, you can watch 4 games at once with Multiview. Start watching at FuboTV.com.
Get ready for soccer's biggest stage. We bring the pitch Big A with an Angels soccer jersey. The first 25,000 fans. Friday, June 12th against the Rays will take home an Angels soccer jersey. Courtesy Miller Children's and Women's Hospital. Angels.com/promotions.
It's a solid looking jersey.
Now the Angels have pulled Shonowell out of this game. I don't know if that's to do with the score or the hit by pitch or the other issues that Shonowell's had.
Leg too. That's the back leg. It got hit again. Went from the ankle, foot, calf, now the shin.
Shonowell is out. Trey Mancini is in at first base. And Walbert Ureña could use a quick inning here, up by 7, but he's thrown 72 pitches in 3 innings. Ball 1 to Jake Myers. This is the hit batsman. Hit him pretty flush on the left leg.
It's below the knee, but definitely on the shin there. Going back to the calf and then his ankle.
Strike on the outside corner to Myers. Astros don't seem to be in a real hurry to swing either against Ureña tonight. That's helped elongate this pitch count, get him in a lot of deep counts.
It is interesting too, because if you do fall behind against him, you got no chance. But he's got to be able to throw a first pitch strike. And you look at his numbers, I mentioned that before. Hitters are 14 for 25 when they put the first pitch in play against. That's a .560 batting average coming in this game, but they've been patient against him.
Now 1 ball, 2 strikes on Myers. Myers was credited with a base hit earlier. Flies this one to right off the end of his bat. It's shallow. Jose Siri comes in. And that's 1 out here in the 4th.
He definitely enjoys everything about the game of baseball series.
No, what's not to enjoy?
No. Even a fly ball makes it fun.
So 1 out, and the batter Vasquez, who flied out his first time and left a couple of men on base. The Astros have left 7 men on base in the first 3 innings today. Unusual for a pitcher to throw this high number of pitches this early a game and not give up any runs. The Angels, the last pitcher to do it was Jared Washburn back in 2004. Ground ball to short. This one right at Zach Neto. And a couple of quicker outs at least here to start this inning.
That's solid for him, especially now with the top of the order coming up.
Trying to get himself in position for a win as well here.
Yes. I should remember that 2002 World Series team.
He certainly was. Made some starts in that World Series. Here's Pena, the top of the order, due up.
He's from Tom. He might be from Wisconsin, which makes one of your best friends, then, isn't it?
Washburn?
Yeah, could be right. Could be wrong. Who knows?
2 outs as Pena checks in. Fastball right in there. Blazer at 98.
Still good velo on his fastball.
Ball 1 strike. White Sox came back to beat Atlanta tonight 6-5. Ronald Acuna left that game with a leg injury. It'll be a tough one for the Braves.
Yes. I mean, he's been coming back doing some serious exciting things for him.
They have the best record in baseball. Braden Montgomery had a 2-out walk-off homer at the bottom of the 10th off of Raisel Iglesias in his major league debut tonight.
Wow, that's a good debut.
Too many walk-off home runs in a big league debut.
You got something special going on there.
2 balls, 2 strikes. They've had a high number of wins either in the last inning or down to their final out. Bouncer to third, and Walbert Ureña finally gets a quick inning thanks to that stretch from Mancini. It's 1-2-3.
Cooking a dinner my whole family can enjoy is a piece of chaos. The requests these kids make are really something.
Dad, can I get some strawberries and ketchup?
Home Chef's new family menu has been a lifesaver. With Home Chef's easy 4-serving meals, we get dinner done quicker.
I have to finish my masterpiece.
Do I even want to know?
Home Chef's family menu. The parents who get it, get Home Chef. Get 18 free meals at homechef.com.
At most Warby Parker stores, you'll find a magical hidden door that leads to something rather amazing. An eye exam, often overlooked beyond the rows of gleaming glasses. This humble yet incredibly important room houses some of the most advanced eye exam equipment around. Look at that digital retinal imaging. And behind every great exam is an expert-friendly eye doctor who will check your eyes and provide you a prescription. Also quite magical. Book your appointment today.
10 seconds, guys. Let's have a go.
At MLB Network, we're always on the move because baseball doesn't just travel, it transforms.
This is how we should do a show every day.
And we're there to meet the moment wherever the game goes. Regular season.
Welcome to Cooperstown.
All the stars are out in Atlanta, Georgia.
Postseason.
Can you believe what we just saw? Whoa!
Every season.
This is unbelievable.
This is MLB Network, the home of baseball.
Angels Baseball AB TV is presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Angels are all over the Astros tonight. It is 7-0. Walbert Ureña has made it through 4 innings with only 2 hits allowed. Sebastian Rivero has 2 hits, giving him 7 hits in his last 7 plate appearances.
And did a tremendous job on the interview with us last night, too.
Now, the Angel record for the most consecutive hits belongs to Benji Molina. He did it in 2001. He had a hit in 9 straight appearances. So Rivero has a chance to get within 1 of that in his next at bat. 2 balls and no strikes on Meckler. Meckler had a 2-run double in his last at bat, smacked one to left center, then hustled to beat the throw coming in from the outfield. There's 2 runs scored tonight as well. 3 balls and no strikes. It's in there from Teng, who gave up 7 runs in the first 2 innings, but Joe Espada pushing him to keep going until they want to take him out.
See if he can save the bullpen a little bit.
Both of these teams do have an off day Thursday. Ball 4 to Meckler. As the Angels have their leadoff man. We've seen spurts of wildness from both pitchers. Teng has walked 3 and hit 2 batters, including Shonowell, who has left the game. Ureña has walked 4 and hit a batter. So has 5 strikeouts tonight. Here's Joe Adell. He had a 2-run double his last time also. He punched one down the third baseline to drive in Trout and Meckler. Numbers starting to climb up a bit for Joe Adell, who last season had a career high just shy of 100 runs batted in. He knocked in 98.
Well, when you put it in perspective for Sebastian Rivero, he had 5 hits, 48 at bats coming into this stretch, and he's got 7 in his last 7 at bats. Baseball is the best.
He's starting to square it up now, too. Last few have been line drives.
I mean, how do you explain that? That's.
I don't think you can.
Yeah. He just laughed and said, "Rob, just seeing the ball, hitting the ball, finding places in the outfield."
Two balls and 2 strikes to count.
He's starting to play well, at least swing the bats well of late, as the Tigers. They got 8 more runs today. Getting some guys back in their lineup.
Detroit is up 8-4 on Minnesota tonight. Still 12 games under 500. Things can change quickly as Adell flips one toward the right field line. Smith goes over to get the baseball. I mean, the Tigers would know as well as anyone how quickly things can change. They were on the right and wrong ends of it each of the last 2 years. This Father's Day, Sunday, June 21st. Give Dad the ultimate Angel Stadium experience. Play catch in the outfield, take swings in the Angels batting cages, and enjoy behind-the-scenes stadium tour. You can get food and beverage in the Lexus Diamond Club and have a chance to meet Angels alumni. Angels.com/dadsday to secure your seats and tickets today. There's Trey Mancini batting for the first time tonight. 3-hit performance from Mancini yesterday. A special return to the big leagues for him. He's had a couple of those now in his major league career. Spoke at length about how grueling chemotherapy was as he tried to fight back from stage 3 colon cancer 6 years ago when he was only 28 years old. was going to take it home, I guess, after he was let go by the Cubs a few years ago. Brady Anderson helped talk him out of retirement. Played at AAA for the Diamondbacks last year and AAA for the Angels to begin this year. Reunited with Brady now. Playing some first base for the Angels at the major league level. First big league chance in almost 3 years.
What Brady told Eric early about, he had to talk him out of taking it on home. So you just never know in this game of baseball. They might have an opportunity. Somebody gets banged up. And here he is.
Their relationship goes back over a decade now to when Mancini was not even a major leaguer yet. Still a minor leaguer in the Orioles system. Just a chance meeting while Mancini was filling in for the big league club in a spring training game. Brady Anderson kind of picked him out of the crowd of minor leaguers and said, let me work with that guy.
About 129 career home runs and over 150 doubles in his career.
It's a called third strike, so Mancini is down, 2 down. Coors Light cold hard facts for the Angels as Oswald Peraza bats. He has 2 RBIs today, batting in the 6th spot, where 6 through 9 has been a boon for the Angel offense over the last 2 games. 18 hits, 13 runs batted in.
Scoring 12 runs too.
The bottom 4 spots in the order, and tonight 2 more hits and 2 more runs batted in. Check swing foul from Peraza. The Angels will welcome the offense wherever it comes from. Big numbers early tonight to give Walbert Ureña a sizable lead. Ureña just needs 3 more outs to put himself in line for a win. That ball's ripped to center, so another hit from the bottom part of the order. Peraza has his first tonight.
That ball hit hard too. 102 off the bat. A lot of these hits have been back up the middle, the other way. Good contact.
We talked about Teng not giving up many hits to right-handers, but he's given up about a half dozen tonight. 5 of the 7 Angels hits have come from right-handed batters. Guzman looks at a strike. He's 0 for 2.
He's really painted the outside corner with fastballs and sweepers against Guzman so far. Trying to get that first hit of the season. Oh, yeah, he's going to challenge that one. I think he'll be all right on it.
To be sure. Only 1 left and a 7-run lead. Guzman was plenty sure there.
Los Angeles has 1 challenge remaining.
Be his last batter here, I'm thinking. One way or the other.
Three balls and a strike. Astros bullpen has been up since really the 2nd inning. Jay Bluebaugh's thrown a whole game down there. Smack toward right and caught by Walker. Wow, what a catch.
The 3-time Gold Glove winner over an outstanding play.
Did he do it? Oh my goodness, what a play!
We live the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch, late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning.
Grand slam!
Join Matt Yaloff and Greg Caserta on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer. MLB Big Inning. All season. Presented by CarShield.
Major League Baseball is back and bigger than ever before.
Pause! I'll take it from here. This is MLB Clubhouse, the YouTube channel where kids run the show, with a spot for every member of your team. Just look at this lineup.
Play ball.
Welcome to MLB Art Club. And this is the dugout. Hey, that's us. Let's see that again. Slide into the home of major fun, MLB Clubhouse. Now on YouTube.
Certainly is building a triple crown case with his American League leading 22 home runs. He's tied with Christian Walker for the RBI lead. His batting average over 300 as he tries to chase the batting title as well. Yandy Diaz, #1 on that list. It's Alvarez leading off here in the 5th inning. Some play by Walker then that last inning. Well, for sure Guzman had his first hit.
I had a chance to get down in the corner. He was running for a while.
99 miles an hour off the bat. Walker was able to just stick his mitt out and snag it out of the air. And he's popped up and out of play.
He with 2 strikes. He's not thinking just slap the ball the other way. He's trying to hit it about a mile.
It's a base hit and a walk tonight. They still haven't changed that ball that Myers hit in the 2nd inning, which was a play that Peraza tried to backhand.
Ooh, that was a good pitch.
Ureña thought it should have been good enough.
Did a little ball off the plate, but still, it's a good spot. I think he can go right back in there, but if you miss out, that's trouble. But I think that'll be a good spot.
Off the end of the bat, line towards center. Trout will not get there. The ball was not hit as ferociously with it coming off the end of the bat, but Alvarez is 2 for 2 anyway.
Still pretty good coverage. That's a changeup after a fastball up and in. That's why I always say if you go inside with a fastball, Wayne, going back in again will always freeze a hitter because they're immediately looking away after a fastball in. You don't see back it up with another fastball in too often, but it's a very, very effective combo.
Ball in the dirt to Walker. Mentioned Braden Montgomery's home run, a walk-off in his major league debut. Probably remember Carlos Perez doing that here.
Oh yes.
In 2015. That was the last instance of it. The only others
remember that really well. What a great guy.
Miguel Cabrera did it in 2003. Josh Bard in 2002. And Billy Parker in 1971. Only 5 times it's ever happened. Montgomery did it tonight off of Raisel Iglesias.
He's been really good too. Again this year for the Braves.
Walker crumbles after that ball falls off his foot. Have to draw make the drawing of the fallen man around him there.
Oh, right on the top of his foot.
No standing 8 count. He's down.
Got that protection, that shin guard down there, the padding, but still That still hurts.
Yeah, it must have still stung. Gotta get the spray paint out and just mark them.
And as most pitchers would probably do, you throw that sinker back inside now.
1 ball, 2 strikes. You pitchers are vicious. Who's thinking about that next moment of discomfort?
You're just trying to get a ground ball double play. That's all you're trying to do.
Be a moment of discomfort for Ureña if he can't get through this inning. He's at a 7-0 lead.
Got some bullpen action too. He did go back in, but it was a changeup.
Yeah, Walker kind of look out like, come on. Here's Suter, so the Angels are having to get the bullpen up earlier than they'd like with a big lead. And the opponent hasn't even scored. Only no runs on 3 hits, but 92 pitches. Now 93 in the dirt. So it's full on Walker. And if Ureña has a good amount of traffic in this inning, you can bet Kurt Suzuki will go to the bullpen before Ureña can qualify for the win.
Remember, he has a tough time with fastballs upstairs.
Fly to right. It's Siri in good position as he quickly got over. And that's the first out of the inning. Isaac Paredes will stand in. He has drawn a walk and been hit by a pitch. Isaac Paredes, who recently reached 100 career home runs. He's the perfect man for Minute Maid Park, or Daikin Park, what it's called now.
Yeah, that's a Statcast league powered by Google Cloud. All 101 of his home runs have all been pulled. And the Angels are pitching him inside a lot today, too. That is some serious pull power.
He likes to hit the ball out in front the same way that Neto does. He gets a lot more out of it considering where he plays his home games. It's a little deeper left field here than most places. Although it's not marked at the corner here at Angel Stadium, so we're left to guess a little bit. It's 347 at the marking down the left field side, but that's not quite the corner. We don't know what it is to the foul pole. Less than 347. Yes. See, the marking is there and the pole is up 15 feet over from me. That's a strike, and it's number 3 for Paredes. 2 outs.
97-mile-an-hour fastball inside corner. Velo's still there. That was under control in that delivery too. Back inside again against a guy that pulls a lot of his home runs. Still a fan favorite here, Altuve.
Just about everywhere he goes, he still gets this reaction, part of that 2017 Astros group. And some of his compatriots from that team still get that reaction too, even though they're not with the Astros anymore. George Springer still gets it. Bregman will still hear it.
Carlos Correa, he's back here though, but he's still heard it wherever he went.
1 ball, 1 strike on Altuve. That cloud follows around that group of Astros. Well, you certainly get the sense they weren't the only team having some sort of system at that time. They were the ones that won it and got busted to some degree. So they're the ones that hear it.
Under control here for Ureña right now. Under control. Don't overthrow. Trying to get that last out of this inning.
Let's go trash can, someone yelled at. 2 balls and a strike. 3-1.
Overthrew that one again. He's guiding it in there. And it's 99, so you know he's overthrowing. This will be a real interesting if he does walk him, what Kurt Suzuki will do.
Yeah, 103 pitches. Certainly a conversation that is uncomfortable. Already the most pitches Ureña has thrown. See how much leash he has here. Behind Altuve, 3-1. And there's ball 4. So Ureña needs 1 more out to qualify for a win. It's 7-0, so the lead is not really in jeopardy here.
He's calling down to see if he's ready. It feels like they're.
Well, he's not even doing anything. He's clearly ready.
That's that. My least favorite thing when you see a catcher walking out like that.
Yeah.
There's many a times I would say, just please, just walk back. I know what you're trying to do. I got you covered. Just walk back as quick as possible. Nobody knows I'm here.
Cam Smith is the batter. That's 5 walks for Ureña. Make no mistake, he has put himself in this position tonight. If he's not going to last long enough to qualify for the win, he has no one really to blame but himself with his command tonight.
Yeah,
it's not been good.
You could tell that last at bat against Altuve. After he was able to get Paredes on that fastball, he was thinking, all right, I just got to get 1 more out. He overthrew every single pitch to Altuve.
We'll get 1 more batter here, Cam Smith, as he takes ball 1. So Kurt Suzuki is giving him that 1 more hitter, even though the pitch count is beyond 100 and beyond his career high.
You can see that front shoulder just opening up too quick. Wow, that has a good sink to that one. See how when he was under control now, when you see that movement he has, but when he's overthrown, it's 99. Yes, it's harder, but it's not in the strike zone or close enough to get a swing.
Popped up. Peraza ranges back and makes the catch.
He did it. Got through it.
Ureña qualifies for the win. 5 scoreless innings.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Flow mayor is where all those rhythms meet. Porque el flow no es de un solo jugador, es de un corillo entero que prende estadio. De San Diego a Santo Domingo y cada parada en el camino. Cuando estamos activos, la liga sube de nivel. Esto es Flow Mayor.
Adding throwing creatine has definitely helped me with how I perform on the court. I feel like I have a lot of endurance throughout the 82-game season, and I'm making those split-second decisions with a clear mind and a clear vision. It seems like the game slows down with throwing.
Did he do it? Oh my goodness, what a play! An absolute beast unleashed. You are unbelievable.
Racking them up, all I do is win. Start that hashtag like a boss, yeah, that's how I roll. Keep on nailing it, never miss it, back, enjoy the show.
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
Angels baseball on ABTV is presented by Pechanga Resort Casino and by Villa Ford of Orange. Step up to the plate and drive home a winner today at Villa Ford of Orange. Well, Walbert Ureña qualified for the win, and he kept his streak alive. 8 straight starts now, going at least 5 innings, giving up 3 runs or fewer.
Yes, that was a battle.
It was. That was a slog, as they say. Line to short off the end of series bat as it went right to Pena. 1 out. Now Rivero.
You see right there what Mike Maddox is showing. He's just showing that this is where we need to throw those pitches in the zone there. It was a battle, 5 walks, 7 punches, but the most important thing is 0 runs. That's all.
However you get there.
Yes.
107 pitches, but the road was long tonight. Here's a strike to Rivera.
It's like Muhammad Ali against George Foreman, the rope-a-dope. He says, all right, I'll keep bobbing and weaving.
Soriano said,
goes,
look,
hey,
all zeros, who cares?
Yes. You could have been like Reed Detmers that game against Texas. You went 1 hit, 8 innings, shutout ball, 14 punch-outs. You didn't get a win.
So
no decision.
Said, look up there, 0, 0, 0,
Yes.
0, 0. Okay. You did it. Ball 1 to Sebastian Rivero. Now Rivero has a chance against Blue Ball here to be the 3rd Angel ever to have a hit in 8 straight at-bats. Jim Fregosi did it in 1966. Benji Molina got to 9 in 2001. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. The last Angel to go 7 for 7 was David Fletcher in 2021. So a shot to get right up against the Angel record here for Rivero. As he stays alive.
He was uncomfortable in that swing, it looked like.
Oh, yeah.
Very uncomfortable in that. Maybe his wrist.
Oh, no.
Yes. Or his back.
Well, the Angels' catching depth is very thin. With Darno on the injured list. Remember, they traded Austin Wins. Darno ain't going to be back for a while. Omar Martinez was just DFA'd the other day. We've seen some veteran catchers that ended up on the waiver wire sign elsewhere. Guys like Jonah Heim and Elias Diaz. So there is not much depth right now.
Right on the wrist there.
Worry about that hamate bone.
Yep.
This has been a real positive for the Angels the last couple of days, seeing Sebastian Rivero have this emergence.
I saw it right away. I saw it in the grimace on his face as he followed through, rolls the wrist.
We know that that hamate bone will happen on a foul ball or a swing and miss often. Tries to continue here. Well, it doesn't look like it. O'Hoppe was seemingly getting ready, and that's going to be it.
Boy, that's
on the 7-7 hole. Rivero will not be able to finish this at bat, looking for an 8-for-8 stretch.
You see the frustration right down in the tunnel after that.
Now Hoppy will be the pinch hitter and then stay in to catch, and count is 1 ball 2 strikes. Angels don't even have another catcher on the 40-man roster. You have 3 catchers right now at AAA. 2 balls and 2 strikes on O'Hoppe. And that's strike 3. So that goes on Rivero's record. As O'Hoppe just took that one to finish that streak. Boy, that is an awful way for Rivero to lose that 7 straight hit streak that he was on. So O'Hoppe just takes a 3rd strike, and that ends up as a strikeout charge to Rivero. So 2 outs. Here is Zach Neto, who has a couple of runs scored tonight. Hits a squibbing ground ball into right field. He has a 2-out single.
Been on base 3 times. Not hit hard, but placed perfectly.
Angels have had 2 players go down with injuries now tonight. Shonwell had that hit by pitch right in the same tender calf that he's been dealing with. And now whatever happened with the wrist of Rivero there. Trout had a base hit, a run scored in the second. He homered off blue ball back in Houston on opening day, March 26th, opening day this year.
Wow, that's right. By the way, last at bat for Trout, he hit a baseball 113 miles per hour. 113. So 2 good swings in a row for Trout.
Count is 2 balls and no strikes. Yankees beat Cleveland tonight 3-2. Yankees keep on rolling. Spencer Jones with his first major league home run.
The pitching has still been really good, especially that starting pitching.
It's a bullpen that did the job tonight. 5 shutout innings after Garrett Cole only with 4.
He's been really good since coming back from Tommy John surgery.
Yankees with their 40th win tonight. Three and 2 now on Trout, so Neto will get a head start.
Breaking news again, 3-2 count.
Should get a lot of walks. Trout has walked 61 times so far this year, the most in the American League. This one will land in the seats out of play. Angels have had to dip so much into their AAA depth already. I mean, 2 more guys going down tonight.
Yes.
Guzman, Siri, Rivero, Mancini, Meckler all in the lineup tonight, plus Madrigal, Walton, guys who've all been at AAA this year. 3 and 2 on Trout. And there's another walk. So the Angels with a couple of men on, and now Wade Meckler will be the batter after a word from Jack in the Box.
Get fired up with my new Hot Ones Munchie Meal with a Sriracha Curly Fry Burger or Buffalo Chicken Tater Melt.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Well, it's not just our imagination. Trout has had a full count on him 72 times this year.
Okay, it's not our imagination.
That is the most in the major leagues. 72 full counts.
72.
Keep in mind, he's had just a little over 300 plate appearances now. So he's in a full count almost a quarter of the time.
Your math is outstanding, by the way.
Thank you.
It's lucky Full House is not still on TV. Be part of that too, with all the full counts of Full House.
Fuller House.
Yes.
Well, where's Lodge? You got to tell him to get Uncle Jesse down.
I know. Yeah, Roger is he's not helping us out with that.
No, we want to see Uncle Jesse.
Yes.
Ball 3 on Meckler. Can't sit here and tell us who your buddies are and not bring them around.
I know. There's always that possibility of a first pitch for him. Let's go, Roger.
3 balls and a strike as Meckler takes ball 4. So blue ball replacing Teng. Has not been all that much better with his command. 2 walks in his first inning of work.
He's been on base all 4 times. Got on base the first time up.
2-run double, 2 runs scored tonight. Good game for Meckler. And now Joe Adell, who's had 4 grand slams in his career. It's a chance to just rip this one even more wide open. That's a foul ball. Neto says, do it the other way, please.
Yes.
The balls and 1 strike on Adell. If Adell can take aim out at the California spectacular out there for our buddy Chloe Barnes.
Yes. Well, he loves that.
I'd say it might be past her bedtime, but she's probably in charge of the house.
Yeah, that's why we know that.
So maybe she's still awake. No balls and a strike on Adele.
It is summertime now.
Past your bedtime.
Oh, yes. But I always said sleep's overrated.
I understand. That's what Rivero was saying the other day.
Yes.
One ball, 2 strikes. Angels scored 7 in the first 2 innings tonight. Walbert Ureña kept the Astros off the board through 5. It took him 107 pitches to do it. Adele got tied up there, and it's strike 3.
The power of baseball goes beyond the field.
It's important to get out,
volunteer, and make a difference in your community.
Volunteer and leave something behind.
Together, we can make a difference. Together.
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 Did he do it? Oh my goodness! What a play! An absolute beast unleashed. You are unbelievable.
Racking them up, all I do is win. Spot that hashtag like a boss. Yeah, that's how I roll. Keep on nailing it, never miss it. Back, enjoy the show.
We live the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings on MLB Network. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance. Saturdays on MLB Network and wherever you get your podcasts.
Your favorite all-time baseball movie?
Probably Sandlot. You can't go wrong with that.
Favorite all-time baseball movie? I'm gonna go Sandlot.
Sandlot?
Yeah.
Yeah, like those kids playing it, or
Oh yeah, no doubt.
You know what? Sandlot's probably my second one. I'll probably say number 1 is Hardball. You know, you gotta stay with the Big Papa theme and you know, baby G, little G.
Baseball movies.
Yes.
Mike Trout on Gooby Tuesday.
Yes. It's good to have Trouty on there. What do you got, Wayne? What's your favorite all-timer?
I like League of Their Own. I think is my number 1 favorite.
Way to go on that one.
Field of Dreams. I like that one.
I love Field of Dreams. I do love For the Love of the Game. I do love that one.
Kevin Costner also.
Yeah, Billy Chapel.
How come you never were in a movie yourself as a baseball player? Kevin Elster's in Little Big League.
Yeah, I'm probably giving up too many home runs in there. I can back up a base real well in a movie.
A lot of guys in Little Big League. Randy Johnson's in there. Griffey. Slow Perfido strikes out. How did you never get into a baseball movie yourself?
You know what? I'm actually in Sandlot 3, in the documentary in the back end of it with Dave Winfield, as a matter of fact. So you have to watch it all the way through and be able to.
Sandlot 3?
Yes, yeah.
Yes. Did that go straight onto the, on the television? You have to be in the theater to count.
I tried.
Not straight to TV, straight to VHS or whatever.
Erica, what do you save us, Erica?
Gladly. I'm going Major League. How did nobody say Major League?
That is a good one, though. That is.
Or Angels in the Outfield.
Yes.
Yeah, that's probably a
We
good
got
one,
to
too.
bring them back
I
too.
think Wayne definitely said a league of their own because in his case there is crying in baseball.
Well, they have those scenes at Wrigley Field.
I said Major League because my first TV job was in Tucson, High Corbett Field, where they filmed it. I was there a bunch.
That's right.
U of A baseball.
Wow.
You were there? They filmed that in like
Not
1989.
when they filmed it. I've held up well for my age, clearly. I visited the. Okay, that was fair. You got me back. I appreciate that.
Oh, yes. It was crazy. We were talking about doing, for Gooby Tuesday, and I saw Sandlot was on TV 2 days ago. That is such a good movie, though. I really do love
Sandlot.
that. Yeah.
That's a great one.
Yeah, it is an all-timer.
Oh, the one kid's wearing that original Angels hat.
Yes. Yes.
In the Sandlot. No balls and a strike on Christian Vasquez.
Who's in the outfield is really good, too. Everybody,
Tony Danza
in there,
yeah.
yes.
You know, I love anything with Tony Danza.
Yes.
1 and 2 on Christian Vasquez.
But I still love Billy Chappell. I love Billy Chappell in that one for the love of the game.
Throws a no-hitter or something?
Yes, perfect game.
Perfect game, even better.
And with Vince Scully on the call.
That's right.
Come on.
And Rookie of the Year, John Candy's on the call for the.
That's right. There's been some really good baseball movies.
There have been.
A lot of really good ones. Field of Dreams, though, like you mentioned.
How about the Bad News Bears?
Yes. Yes.
Old Walter Matthau.
Yes. Tatum O'Neal in there, too.
That's right. 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's her breakout role.
Yes.
Tatum O'Neal. 2 and 2 the count on Christian Vasquez. You ever see that one, The Slugger's Wife? You ever see that movie?
Yes, I have.
The guy from Caddyshack playing in those old Atlanta Braves uniforms?
Yes, I do remember. Anytime there's any even rumor of a baseball movie, I'm all over that.
How come they don't make baseball movie? It was the last one. It hasn't been. I feel like there hasn't been one in a while.
You're right.
Ground ball as Brent Suter. Brent Suter should be in a baseball.
Yeah. Oh, there's no question.
Quite a character.
He can play everybody's character.
If you need help moving and unpacking, you could ask your cousin Casey, who she hired last year.
Hey, girl.
Hey, what movers did you... Sorry, are you still moving?
Or, here's a smarter move. Go with Thumbtack. The pros we know have earned over 14 million 5-star reviews. For your next home project, try Thumbtack. We know homes. Hire the right pro today.
For years, I was hiding my drinking. I'm the type of drinker that I don't just have one. I didn't want to feel that urge anymore. That's what brought me to Ore Health. I'm a better dad. I'm a better husband. I just have a more grounded and present life, thanks to Ore Health.
Text TV5 to 710-710 to learn more.
Guys, stop what you're doing and head over to Fabletics, because right now everything is 80% off, including shirts, tees, polos, and shorts, pants, joggers. Perfect for the gym, office, or golf. Get 80% off everything right now when you sign up as a new VIP, only at Fabletics.com.
At most Warby Parker stores, you'll find a magical hidden door that leads to something rather amazing. An eye exam. Often overlooked beyond the rows of gleaming glasses, this humble yet incredibly important room houses some of the most advanced eye exam equipment around. Look at that digital retinal imaging. And behind every great exam is an expert-friendly eye doctor who will check your eyes and provide you a prescription. Also quite magical. Book your appointment today.
Angels for every Saturday night home game and stay to enjoy a post-game Saturday night fireworks show. Driven by your SoCal Hyundai dealers, angels.com/promotions for a list of Saturday night fireworks.
Oh, wait, a lot of people are chiming in on this one. Billy Mack jumped in there, too, saying he loves Major League and Bull Durham. We always forget about Bull Durham.
Bull Durham,
Yes.
unbelievable one.
Yes. Our good buddy, former Angel Jim Anderson, just got done saying, hey, don't forget Carney Lansford was in as an opposing player on Angels in the outfield. Carney Lansford, former Halo. And great Oakland A, too.
On those good teams with McGuire and Canseco and Ricky. And
yes.
They were unbelievably loaded. Eckersley, Dave Stewart, on and on those A's teams. Trey Mancini leads off the bottom of the 6th inning. All these old movies, how come they don't make a
new one? We need
baseball movie that we can all go see. Movies stink now anyway.
We need some baseball movies.
Some good movies. Somebody make one. I'll put Gooby in it.
I'll show him how to back up bases.
Still?
Yeah.
Or you'll just be the technical director. Not going to go actually back up bases.
Yeah, I will.
1 ball, 1 strike on Mancini. Bull Durham, that's one we shouldn't have forgotten.
Yes, I know.
Mancini with the grounder up the middle as Altuve surrounds it and throws out Mancini. No lollygagging there from Trey Mancini. He was hustling for a hit.
By the way, The Rookie was a good movie too. You remember the one with the guy from Tampa?
Yeah.
That comeback.
Jim Morris.
Yes.
It was Dennis Quaid.
Yes.
1 out as Peraza bats. He has a couple of runs batted in tonight and a base hit.
Billy Mack just chimed in again. Don't forget the natural too. How do we forget that one though?
Robert Redford.
Yes.
What about that one where John Goodman plays Babe Ruth? You ever see that?
Yes.
Why Tommy Lee Jones played Ty Cobb in that other movie?
And my good friend now, Tom Self, Mr. Baseball. Come on.
Oh yes.
Yes.
That's a good premise. Him going to Japan. 2 balls and no strikes on Peraza. Probably the most recent good baseball movie was 42.
Yes.
Jackie Robinson's story is Altuve.
That was really good.
Moves over and handles that.
That was close.
Chadwick Boseman passed away all too young in his own right.
Miss him, man. He was so great in every movie he was ever in.
2 out, nobody on here in the 6th inning. Spencer Guzman was robbed of a hit his first time. Smashed line drive that Christian Walker was able to handle in one of his Gold Gloves. Walker, a 3-time Gold Glove winner at first base.
Our boy Ken French chiming in, 8 men out.
Well, you know,
Charlie
I'm not
Sheen?
a John Cusack fan.
Well, that's right, because can't decide which Chicago team to like.
Flip flopper.
Charlie Sheen's had been in a lot of baseball movies.
He loves baseball. 1, 2, 3 inning.
We need to talk about soda because Poppy's changed it for the better forever. It's a bubbly, bold, better for you soda that still gives you that iconic fizzy flavor you can't resist. With 5 grams of sugar and ingredients you can love. You can have your soda and drink it too. Poppy, soda's back, but so much better.
Greenlight's been amazing, encouraging the kids to do their chores and save. We started using Greenlight to get chores done, but it has led to so much more.
Hey Noah, what are you doing? I'm researching the stock market. What's a stock market?
Hey, I'm at the game. And we should always use Game Time for tickets. They're dropping cool features like zone deals and price drop alerts so we can go to more games and shows. Finally, a ticketing app that actually gives a Download the app today.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhance game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game, blackout-free. Even stream minor league games and more. It's all here and it's all new. Get MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus.
Angels bullpen yesterday was pretty good up until the end. Sammy Natera Worked 2/3 of an inning in his second major league game. Ryan Zefferjon had 3 strikeouts in a scoreless inning, and Sam Bachman continues to be impressive.
Well, he's really throwing well. His slider's been great, but he's rushing it up there, upper 90s.
Astros are going to their reserves here with Whitcomb leading off the 7th in place of Pena. Looks like Taylor Trammell will hit for Alvarez.
Thousand Oaks went to Newbury Park High School.
You never know in a baseball game, but some version of waving the white flag there when you take your best players out, when it's a lopsided score as it is tonight. 3 balls and a strike. It's Whitcomb who went to Newbury Park High School. He's the leadoff batter here in the 7th inning. Strike 3 called as Suter has retired 4 in a row. Or Hyundai rather, 7th inning stretch coming in. Got some votes for trouble with the curve. I've never seen that.
I did see that one. Is that Clint Eastwood in that one?
Yes. There's a new movie coming out apparently.
Yes, I saw that.
Emma Stone. Is she going to Padre that movie up? She's a big Padres fan.
Yes, she is.
Ball, 2 strikes on Trammell. The A's lead Milwaukee 6-5. That game's in the 6th. Do you think that game will end 6-5?
0
Still
chance.
going up.
Yes.
It's a good way to play higher or lower runs in Vegas. Suter with another strikeout, 2 in a row to start this inning.
Got his slider going. We know how good his changeup can be.
Only 5 homers though tonight compared to the 11 yesterday. It's going to be a long week in Las Vegas.
Still early though.
Here's Colin Price batting for Walker. We saw his best big league performance so far. Got his first major league hit yesterday and had that great play at the plate. The Astros executed to throw out Mike Trout. Changeup by Suter working here. 0-2.
It's that good changeup. Now he's got a chance to get that punch out the sides with that changeup off the plate away. Had a tough time with changeups all season long, the Astros.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Price.
Although Ureña's changeup wasn't as dominant tonight as normal. His sweeper was a lot better.
Generally not as dominant. 1-2. Ureña was very wild tonight, but got away with it. Nobody scored. He pitched 5 innings, so another start with 5 or more innings and 3 runs or fewer allowed. 8 in a row, dating back to the beginning of May, and an ERA that's under 2 since then. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Price. Inside out swing and a floater that falls into right field. Isaac Paredes will get a chance. Only a couple other games going besides that game in Vegas. Washington leads San Francisco 3-2 in the 6th. As Luis Garcia's homered for the Nationals in that game. James Wood has 2 hits and an RBI as well. Reds and Padres still tied at 2 in the 7th.
Pitching Paredes inside a lot, even though we talk about that pull power he has.
Well, he likes to get his hands extended even with the pull power. He wants to hit that ball out in front. Paredes draws a walk, so the Astros with a couple of 2-out base runners here. A lot of walks in this game on both sides. Looks like Mike Maddox will come to the mound here, which will bullpen some time to get moving and give us to start moving in a Kia. Bryce Matthews will pinch hit for Altuve, so the Astros have emptied their bench as Drew Pomeranz is warming up. As if Houston loses a player here in the last few innings, you're going to have to go down and play, I think. I'm going to look at Blum to do it.
Yeah, he'll make the effort.
Todd Callis and Jeff Blum, the Astros TV duo. Just their version of a short guy and a tall guy, really. That's how Kai goes, isn't it? With this TV broadcast.
Yes, it's mandatory.
It generally is that. Here's a squibbing ground ball, and it's fair, just leaked by Mancini. So the Astros get on the board here as Price comes in. Bryce Matthews has a pinch hit RBI. 7-1.
Certainly not hit hard, but he's able to get it by Mancini, who's playing well off the bag. One of the best pickoff moves in baseball.
Suter's been one of the best defenders on the mound this year in the major leagues. He's up a fly ball here to Cam Smith. This will be Mike Trout camped under it. And Suter's done here in the 7th. Time for our Hyundai 7th inning stretch with the Angels holding a big lead here. We take you to Detroit, Michigan, where Dylan Dingler has a multi-home run game. There are a few of those around the big leagues today. Dingler's been hitting the ball well for the Tigers, who beat Minnesota tonight 10-4. Jack Caglione did it too, but he did it with some Italian flair, I feel, at Kauffman Stadium tonight. The Royals defeated the Rangers 5-3. Caglione with 2 bombs.
Yeah, he had been hurt a little bit too. His shoulder rammed into the wall going for a fly ball.
The Braves got out to an early lead in Chicago tonight thanks to Matt Olson hitting 2 home runs in the first 3 innings of that game, but then Ronald Acuna got hurt and things turned the other way. The White Sox pulled off a comeback win, walking it off thanks to this home run from Braden Montgomery in his major league debut.
The other way? Wow.
2-out, 2-run homer to win it for the White Sox.
What is it with those Montgomery names out there with the White Sox with power?
And they got Braden and Colson now hitting home runs. Angels had done all their scoring early tonight, went to a 7-0 lead in the first 2 innings.
A lot of good contact, put the ball in play, balancing the lineup. We talk about that again, the importance for that. And Ureña wasn't perfect today, but he did put up 5 zeros and had 7 punch outs.
Yeah, good enough. Walbert Ureña is in line for the win. Angels need 6 more outs to get there.
What if you could have shades like these for a fraction of big brand prices? With Shady Rays, you can. We're an independent company, so we do things differently. We offer high-quality polarized shades for a reasonable price. And we personally replace shades that get lost or broken. So far, we've racked up over 300,000 5-star reviews. I founded Shady Rays so that we can have sunglasses that stand up to whatever life throws at us. Order now and get 20% off site-wide at shadyrays.com.
All right, locked in for this meeting. Total focus.
Join your Angels for Family Sunday. Kids Run the Bases. Select Sunday home games through August 30th starting next Sunday. Visit the K-5 Courtyard for fun activities and stay after for Kids Run the Bases. For a full list of Family Sundays presented by Yakult Probiotic Drink, Angels.com/promotions.
Oh, awesome.
Baby's having a good time here tonight. Angels are up 7-1. And the Astros have reconfigured things with all of their pinch hitters staying in the game. And here is Walbert Santa, the man whose last name spells like Santa.
Part of that combined no-hitter.
That was in his major league debut, right?
Yes.
First pitcher to be part of a combined no-hitter in a big league debut in baseball history. Although he's not taken away the shine from Bumpus Jones. Bumpus Jones threw a no-hitter in his first major league game sometime in the 1890s. And no one's ever done that, although Dave Roberts keeps pulling guys out of games in no-hitters in their big league debuts. So Dave Roberts is much a reason why Bumpus Jones is still alone on that list, as Walker handles this soft one-hopper from Siri for the out. But Bumpus Jones did it in a full, complete game by himself. And Santa, I think he pitched 2 innings to help that combined no-hitter along. So noteworthy, but not the same.
But a great last name here, though. That's
Yeah, well, we should go give him one of those plaid Santa hats.
no question.
I think because his last name is Santa, so Hoppy has a base hit with 1 out.
Well, catches rake.
Yeah, well, 3 hits from that spot tonight. We'll find out what happened with Rivera. Logan O'Hoppe has a 1-out single. There's Neto. We'll see if his streak can continue. He's homered in 3 straight games. Not yet tonight, although he's been on base 3 times and has 2 runs scored. Ground ball to the new shortstop in the game as Whitcomb gets it to second for 1. Matthews to first for the double play.
This isn't your average pill. This is Rose Sparks. Rose Sparks. Rose Sparks. Rose Sparks.
Rose Sparks is a fast-acting solution because it dissolves under your tongue.
Rose Sparks.
Guys, get started today.
Connect with a provider to find out if Rose Sparks are right for you.
Major League Baseball is back and bigger than ever before.
Pause! I'll take it from here. This is MLB Clubhouse, the YouTube channel where kids run the show, with a spot for every member of your team. Just look at this lineup.
Play ball.
Welcome to MLB Art Club.
And this is the dugout. Hey, that's us. Let's see that again. Slide into the home of major fun, MLB Clubhouse. Now on YouTube.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Let's go! Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhanced game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game, blackout-free. Even stream minor league games and more. It's all here and it's all new. Get MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus.
Angels baseball on ABTV, brought to you by the OC Healthcare Agency, your mental wellness resource, and by StubHub, proud partner of Angels baseball. It's the 8th inning as Drew Pomeranz takes over with the Angels up 7-1.
By the way, everyone keeps mentioning, you got to mention Moneyball too, because of the fact that was a great movie by the A's. But that was the same year that the Halos won the World Series in '02.
Well, Roger Lodge is upset with you for not bringing up pride of the Yankees. And
I can't say it because I'll be emotional. That's a tough one.
And he's upset with you in general, it sounds like.
Well, that's, you know what? He's got to fulfill his promises. You'll get a lot more love that way.
There's a pop-up from Joey Loperfido. Siri comes in but lets Peraza make the catch. Siri was there for emotional support. Just one out.
Mike Trout's going to get his hat for Siri. It's like, I had to run all the way in there. I got to make that play.
One away here in the 8th. We'll have the finale of this series tomorrow. Reed Detmers against Peter Lambert tomorrow night. Seen Lambert before as a Colorado Rocky. Detmers has been on quite a roll here of late.
Adam Frazier with a stare down there. Might have been staring down Roger Lodge for us.
Fly to right, and Siri makes a nice catch.
He has to be part of the action.
Long route for Jose Siri as he tumbled to grab this.
And you talk about some serious distance he's got to go to make this play. Calling for it. You got Peraza and Mancini right in the same neighborhood.
Nice job by Jose Siri, always striving to push the limits of what he can do on defense.
Definitely an entertainer.
There's a slow roller that Pomeranz grabs with the backhand. A quick inning, 1-2-3.
Enhance game nights with MLB Plus. Watch live out-of-market games on MLB Network. Hear home and away radio broadcasts of every game, plus access to MLB Big Inning and more. It's all here on MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year.
The road to the MLB All-Star Game presented by MasterCard starts with you. Who will take the field this July? The power is in your hands. Phase 1 of the 2026 Konami eBaseball MLB All-Star Ballot is open. Vote up to 5 times daily for your favorite stars and get a bonus daily vote by downloading the Konami eBaseball MLB Pro Spirit game. Top vote getters advance for the chance to be a starter. Cast your ballots at MLB.com/vote.
Step up to the plate with MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhance game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game. Plus live minor league action and even Game Day 3D. The ultimate second screen experience on MLB Plus. Now available on the MLB app.
Angels games all year long on ABTV, presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. One more at the Astros tomorrow, looking like the rubber game of the series. Tampa Bay's here this weekend, and the Angels go out to Arizona and Sacramento for a 7-game road trip against the Diamondbacks and the A's.
He did add one more run, the Athletics, in that game.
7-5. The score down in the 7th inning. Milwaukee won last night there 15-14. The Rockies will be in Vegas this week. The A's have hit 5 home runs tonight after hitting 7 yesterday. Strike to Trout. Kurtz has a home run in that one. He now has 15 on the year. Henry Bolte hit his first big league home run. So Max Muncy is back as well for the A's.
That's still amazing. He's born not in the same year, but the same day as Max Muncy, the other Max Muncy.
Both first-round picks of the A's. The two Max Muncies. Trout with the chopper toward third. Paredes dropped it. Trout is on here in the 8th inning. Make your favorite Halo All-Stars. Scan the QR code to cast your 2026 Konami eBaseball MLB All-Star Ballot daily, or visit MLB.com/vote. I would imagine we'll get a voting update here soon. As the ballots started to be opened last week. Let's see how everybody's doing, but I can imagine Trout's going to get some votes.
Yes.
Have a chance to be a starter as the All-Star game is in Philadelphia. Talk about All-Star candidacy as Jose Soriano still with that great first month. His numbers still stand out overall for the season thanks to that. The Astros with another error, only the 6th time this year they've made 2 in one game.
Soriano got that ERA into 2, so definitely be in consideration for the All-Star game.
A lot of strikeouts.
Yeah.
He's got numbers that stand out. If he has a couple good outings here between now and those rosters start to really lock in, he'll have a chance to get there.
Yes.
It's 3-0 on Wade Meckler. Angels have had Kirby Yates getting ready. Angels have had pitchers in the All-Star game each of the last 2 years. Last year Kikuchi, and the year before Tyler Anderson, although neither pitched in the All-Star game. As Meckler draws a walk.
3rd walk of the game.
Reached base safely 4 times. He also reached a fielder's choice error in the first inning.
Interesting thing, nobody signed Tyler Anderson up. And he wanted to keep playing. Especially with all the injuries you're seeing with the pitching staffs.
36 years old. 26 starts for the Angels last year and made 82 over the last 3 years. An All-Star nomination in 24, but did not get offered a job, at least not to our knowledge. Joe Adell knocked in a couple of runs early. Angels scored 7 in the first 2 innings. Been really unchallenged ever since Houston has left 11 men on base tonight. Line to right, base hit.
Another base hit the other way.
Runners will hold as Adell loads the bases.
Saying that quite a bit tonight. Bases loaded for the Halos.
Happened a bunch early in the game, and even once in the 5th inning when they did not score a run. So 4 different innings out of the 8 offensively in which the Angels have loaded the bases tonight. Trey Mancini a chance to drive in another run after an RBI in his first game back yesterday. Fly ball left center field, hit pretty well. Myers has just enough room. He just missed a grand slam.
That would have been awesome to see.
All the runners move up. It's another run batted in for Mancini, his second RBI. It's 8-1.
Well, he hit that one well, too, off the bat, over 102 miles per hour. Little sweeper that stayed upstairs. Just missed the grand slam.
Mancini with an RBI in each game that he's played so far. Here's Peraza. The Angels lead 8-1. Santa on the mound here for the Astros in his second inning of work. Walbert Santa. Astros signed him when he was just 16 years old. The Dominican Republic in 2020. Says on their game notes here about Santa. Well, we know all about it.
Yes, we do.
Broken back ground ball. This will be another RBI for Peraza. And hey, another drop ball. Paredes has made 2 errors now in the inning. It's 9-1. Peraza has 3 RBIs on ground balls today.
Yes. Joe Dell did a nice job of the screen there on that slap shot. Or wrist shot.
Yeah, the bat flying around too.
See that screen right there.
Paredes unable to make the play, so Peraza's had 3 runs batted in, all on various plays where he did not get a hit, or at least shouldn't have. We got a hit here though. So he'll take that. It'll be a base hit and his 3rd RBI. And it's 9-1 as Meckler scored on the play. Here is Guzman. He could use a hit. 0 for 8 so far since returning to the majors. Saw him a little bit at the end of last year. Had a couple of home runs last season.
He's got real good power. It's a matter of controlling the strike zone.
Some guys get to the big leagues and they look older than they are.
Not him.
No, he looks younger than he is. Nice play by Whitcomb. Fires to second for 1. So Guzman's been robbed of a hit twice tonight. At least this time he gets an RBI. And it's 10-1.
Play by Whitcomb on that one to be able to get to the backhand. A quick throw to second base.
Jose Siri will bat now. This one's at least good for the run differential as the Angels run differential now is -45, almost the same as the A's, who have 6 more wins and are 6.5 games in front of the Angels in the standings. Maybe the Angels, Astros, and A's run differentials are all pretty similar. Angels at -43 where they are right now. A's are -42 and the Astros -37. Popped up by Siri. As this ends the inning, but 3 more runs to make it a 10-1 game.
Baseball and community go hand in hand. And with pitch, hit, and run, you can make a lasting impact. Register to showcase the foundational skills of young athletes from your local community in the official youth skills competition of Major League Baseball, known as Pitch, Hit, and Run. Make an impact today. Pitch, hit, and run. Scan the QR code to sign up and host an event.
Step up to the plate with MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhance game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game. Plus live minor league action and even Game Day 3D. The ultimate second screen experience on MLB Plus. Now available on the MLB app.
Did he do it?
We live the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
And going back with the Halos up 10-1, they're a Hyundai key for the game tonight. Touched by an Angels. Well, they touched a lot of baseballs by the Astros thrown over to play today. Touched them for a 10 spot. It's by an Angel.
Touching home plate quite a bit. Certainly this could be one of the most lopsided Angel wins ever against the Astros. They've only had 2 other wins where they won by 9 or more runs against Houston. This has been a one-sided division rivalry since the Astros joined the American League West. Angels have a chance to end this long streak of series wins that the Astros have built up here. If they can get a win here tomorrow, the Angels would have a home series win for the first time in a long time against Houston. 11 straight times the Astros have won a series here.
So Peraza's moved over to third base. Over to shortstop, I should say. Walton to second base.
Takes Neto out of the game. Yates, according to Kurt Suzuki, will remain in that closer's role for now. By not having much success in the 9th innings in close games lately.
Tied him up with a good fastball there.
Yates has a 5.23 ERA. He's 1 for 3 in save tries. This is a 9-run lead. Whitcomb, count 0-2. Yates said after the game yesterday, not usually a good sign when he's had to do a lot of post-game interviews. Usually for a closer, that means you didn't close it.
That's so true. Like we talked about on the pregame show today, it's like a kicker in football. They never come up and ask you a question. If you make your field goals or extra points, when you miss them, that's when they come up and ask you. Same thing with a closer.
Fly ball to right field. One away. Angels Live postgame presented by Kia. After this one is over.
They're 91, been 91, 92 so far here for Yates.
1 ball, 2 strikes now on Taylor Trammell. The Detmers against Peter Lambert tomorrow night. 6:30 as the Angels will try for a series win here against Houston. The Rays are here this weekend. Tampa Bay beat Boston tonight 4-3. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 down.
Upstairs for the fastball. Tied him up again. Fastball upstairs.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Say goodnight to the Astros. The Angels railroaded them tonight. 10 runs, 11 hits. And for Houston, just couldn't get it going despite a lot of base runners early. Walbert Ureña ends up with 5 scoreless innings and a win.
And he picked up the W now, even that record now 4-4. Just some balance in the lineup. Good contact throughout. It's good to see that for the Halos bounce back after a tough one yesterday. All around that balance, contact, and some good swings, but Trout tonight too.
Toyota player of the game despite an arduous 5 innings. Ureña with 107 pitches, but still no runs allowed and a 1.84 ERA in his last 8 starts.
Yeah, 7 punch-outs in there too. He had his sweeper going. That's a good sign when he's able to throw his sweeper like he did, but still he was rushing 97, 98 throughout the game.
Astros left 11 men on base. The Angels had 6 hits tonight with men in scoring position. Houston had just 1. That usually ends up being a big difference in a game, and it certainly was here tonight.
This is good balance. I mean, you just go back to very similar to what we saw against the Dodgers on Sunday. Just, you know, up and down the lineup, good contact made. All these runs being scored, not hitting the ball out of the ballpark too. Just some good balance. I'm just hoping that Sebastian Rivera is okay.
Yeah. That was a tough one, and Shonawell too. We'll find out more about him after the game. Angels now in the last 20 games have scored almost 6 runs a game. They are 9-11 in that time, so still not able to get as many wins as they'd like, but they win this one 10-1. Wade Meckler scored 3 times and drove in 2. He's standing by with Erica Weston.
All right, Rooster, a good bounce back after a tough one last night, but you guys put up 7 runs in the first 2 innings. What allowed you guys to find success early on in the ballgame tonight?
I feel like we just had a good approach to the team. You know, guys were stubborn to be in the zone and, you know, made the pitchers work a little bit.
Yeah, you had 3 walks, a big double, too, get on base with an error, big contact guy. I know. Is that part of what entered into your approach tonight?
Yeah, you know, just trying to force pitchers over the plate and make them make good pitches and, you know, let the chips fall where they may.
How much have you been able to appreciate what we've seen with Trey Mancini the last couple of nights?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. You know, I got to be around him in Salt Lake a little bit, and I mean, he is really one of the best guys I've been around in this game, and it's just super cool to see his journey back to the big leagues and having success. You know, it couldn't happen to a better guy.
He's easy to root for. How about Ureña? He battled out there tonight, but doesn't allow a run. How much are you guys enjoying watching him grow? Yeah, you know, you get fired up when you see him on the mound. You know, he attacks guys. He works out of innings. He's got great stuff, and it's super fun to watch on defense. Thanks for the time. Nice job. Thank you. All right, guys.
I should call him the Red Rooster.
Yes, indeed. It's for the love of the game, Wade. Let's go.
Halo will shine brightly after a 10-1 win. The Angels defeat the Astros. They'll have a chance for a series win here tomorrow night.
Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance, Saturdays on MLB Network and wherever you get your podcasts.
Did he do it?
The biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
The road to the MLB All-Star Game presented by MasterCard starts with you. Who will take the field this July? The power is in your hands. Phase 1 of the 2026 Konami eBaseball MLB All-Star Ballot is open. Vote up to 5 times daily for your favorite stars and get a bonus daily vote by downloading the Konami eBaseball MLB Pro Spirit game. Top vote getters advance for the chance to be a starter. Cast your ballots at MLB.com/vote.
One of the most lopsided wins the Angels have ever had against the Astros. 10-1 tonight. The Angels now can win series against Houston here at the Big A tomorrow night. Coverage will start at 6 o'clock for a 6:30 game. Angels Live pregame show will get it going. Coming up next, Angels Live postgame brought to you by Kia with Kent French and Mark Langston. For Gooby and Erica and our entire crew, I'm Wayne Randazzo saying good night from the Big A.
Enhance game nights with MLB Plus. Watch live out-of-market games on MLB Network. Hear home and away radio broadcasts of every game, plus access to MLB Big Inning and more. It's all here on MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive.
Hey, showstopper!
We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit them.
These teams are entertaining, are they not?
The show continues. Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
Baseball and community go hand in hand. And with Pitch, Hit, and Run, you can make a lasting impact. Register to showcase the foundational skills of young athletes from your local community in the official youth skills competition of Major League Baseball, known as Pitch, Hit, and Run. Make an impact today. Pitch, Hit, and Run. Scan the QR code to sign up and host an event.
Welcome to Angels Live postgame presented by Kia right here on ABTV. We were excited about Walbert Ureña getting in the lineup again, and boy, did he not disappoint on the mound. 5 shutout innings this evening, picking up his 4th win of the season. Plenty of run support. Wade Meckler, how about a 2 RBI double, part of a 5-run bottom of the 2nd inning. Angels put a 10 spot up on the board and take game 2 of this 3-game series by a final of 10-1 and even up this series at a game apiece as we welcome you to Angels Live inside the Big A. Kent French alongside Mark Langston, and certainly a nice bounce back performance, Langer, from what happened last night. Good to see a lot of character in this Angels lineup led by Walbert Ureña on the mound.
You know, this is one of the things I really do truly like about this ball club. After a
disappointing loss and a very tough loss last night. They seem to always bounce back. As we talked about in the pregame show, you got to just turn the page, move on, get ready for the next game. They did that today, and certainly a lot of offense, and they had the guy who's been pitching the best in their rotation out on the mound, receiving that offense. Good stuff tonight all the way around for the Angels.
Walbert Ureña had to work for it, though, tonight. 5 shutout innings, 107 pitches. Kurt Suzuki left him out there in the fifth so he could get through the fifth and was qualified for a win.
He had his claws out. They were going to have to drag him off that mound. He was going to be out there the whole entire time. Yeah, he had a pitch out of a jam every inning but one. He had 1, 2, 3 inning. Everything else, he had to make some big pitches when he needed to. That sweeper, we talked about that at the beginning of the game. This is a pitch in development for him. It was excellent in this game tonight. That turned out to be better than his changeup. He was able to get a lot of swings and misses with that sweeper tonight. And that, to me, is going to be the equalizer. Once he really figures that out, that's the one that can neutralize the right-handed hitters. And that's what he was able to do in this game. Again, traffic every inning. Those are big pitches. And, when you are able to make those big pitches when it counts, that's the sign of a really good pitcher. Certainly in games like this, when your stuff may not be as good or in the strike zone, because his stuff was really good. He touched 100 miles an hour. The fastball was still good, 99 out there in that fifth inning with those 100 pitches. But he was just having problems in the command side of it, but made big pitches when he had to.
You know, that's another thing we talks about is maturity. You mentioned he had traffic on the mound every inning but one, but he was not rattled. He never looked like he was in any distress. I mean, that's amazing for a 22-year-old right-hander. No, by the way, he has 8 starts now with at least 5 innings pitched, 3 runs or less given up. That's consistency that any baseball team would want.
To me, he is a front-end rotation guy in the making. We're seeing it right before us. Again, he started this season in the bullpen against the Astros, and since he's come back into this Angels rotation, it has been special and fun to watch. And you're going to have games like this where it doesn't all sync up. But can you get out of those jams? He was able to do it. Again, it is fun to watch, I'm sure. And I saw him after that 5th inning. He came out of the game. He went straight down the tunnel and disappeared. Was not happy that he couldn't go deeper into this game. But he gave the Angels exactly what they needed. They had plenty of offense and plenty of pitching to really take care of the Astros here tonight.
Great transition. You talked about offense. We're going to get into offense. So bottom of the second, bottom of the first inning, they would score 2 without getting a hit. But then they would get hits in the bottom of the second inning. Sebastian Rivera went 5 for 5 the other day. How about 6 for 6 right there?
Yeah, 6 for 6. And again, just wearing out that hole. That ball was hit hard. This is a good hit right here by Mike Trout, who snapped an 0 for 22 skid right there. I talked about Meckler in the pregame show. He was my guy. Certainly did not disappoint me in this game tonight. He drives in a pair right there with that base hit going the other way. Hustle double right out of the box. Able to beat that throw. He's such an exciting player. Joe Adell's going to join in too. This is a sweeper that stays up. Adell smokes it right down that third base line. And for Joe Adell, he continues to elevate his game at the right times. And it was nice to see Joe Adell with that easy double there, driving in a pair, and the Angels offense was rolling at that point.
Yeah, it was. And Sebastian Romero, oh, by the way, would get another hit. He would have 7 in a row before he would have to leave the game during an at-bat while he was trying to get 8 straight hits. Unfortunately, he left with a wrist injury. We didn't get any diagnosis of that.
Yeah, certainly with that situation, O'Hoppe had to come in and finish that at-bat, and O'Hoppe ended up striking out.
And it was charged to Romero.
It was charged to Rivera.
Right.
So, yeah,
Here's the at-bat right here.
This is the one that he got the hit.
Yes.
That made him go 7 for 7 right there. And then this is the at-bat that, that's the other one that he goes the other direction. That's what he's been doing. He did that at the Dodgers series. And 3 of those 5 hits, he went the other direction with it. And this is the one where he gets injured here in the 5th inning. And it was just a weird swing right there, and you could see it immediately. It was that left hand, that left wrist. Not sure what is going on there. Not a good sign. You can see the pain right there in his face. This is a catcher's. Catchers deal with way more pain than anybody else, and he had to come out of the game, and Logan O'Hoppe assumed that at-bat, ended up striking out, and that at-bat went to to Rivero. So
that's a great point by you. I mean, if a catcher's leaving the game because of pain, you know there's something going on there.
Yeah, for sure. He could not, and you could see it was a minute. He was trying to kind of work his way back in, move that hand around, see if he could do anything. And obviously, the training staff went, nope, this is something we're going to get it upside and get some treatment on it.
All right, we're going to take our first time out here on the program. We're going to hear from Kurt Suzuki on the other side. But you know what? We like to call this a sweet taste of victory because your Angels have won, and you get free fries. Get free medium fries tomorrow within a $2 purchase that excludes tax. Only on the app at participating McDonald's. You gotta love the sweet taste of victory and fries after an Angels win. 10-1 in Game 2. Halos even up the series at 1 game apiece. We'll hear from the manager on the other side.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive.
Hey, showstopper!
We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit them.
These teams are entertaining, are they not?
The show continues. Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
This is Fubo. It's your way to watch your local teams all season long. Starting at only $14.99 a month. Plus, you can watch 4 games at once with Multiview. Start watching at FuboTV.com.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Flow mayor is where all those rhythms meet. Porque el flow no es de un solo jugador, es de un corillo entero que prende estadio. De San Diego a Santo Domingo y cada parada en el camino. Cuando estamos activos, la liga sube de nivel. Esto es Flow Mayor.
California's motorcycle lawyers.
Angels Live on ABTV is brought to you by your local Kia dealers. Visit Kia.com to discover movement that inspires. I was inspired by this play right here. Jose Siri making a catch in foul territory, top of the 8th off Jake Myers. Going all out. Let's get some reaction, though, from manager Kurt Suzuki on the performance of Walbert Ureña here this evening. Right now, he's at the podium.
Yeah, I mean, he was competing out there tonight, and obviously he didn't have his best command, but his just desire to get through that game is what pulled him through, and that's you can't teach that, you know. So it was really nice to see him have that competitive nature to pull him through when he didn't have his best command, and it was fun to watch.
A lot of pitches, 107 pitches. How much were you hoping to get that last batter?
Gosh, it was fun to watch, but it was stressful to watch too. You know, I wanted him to be able to get through 5. Guy's strong as, you know, anybody I've ever been around, so it was no surprise. He was still throwing 98, you know, his last hitter, so it was nice for him to get that.
What happened with Rivero?
Yeah, left hand, we're getting a CT scan tomorrow and, you know, see what the results are.
What's the level of concern with that?
Yeah, I mean, definitely when you got to come out of the game, you know, for me, that's always a red flag, but again, you know, once we get the results back tomorrow, then we'll know more.
Well, was that from the hit by pitch? Or?
Yeah, from the hit by pitch, just tightened up. So his left calf tightened up, you know, tightness, and, you know, from the hit by pitch.
What do you think about the way the offense worked today? Obviously, homers, you sell it.
Yeah, I thought it was great, the at-bats. I mean, using the whole field. You know, that's that's a fun way to win too. You know, I mean, yeah, we love homers. Everybody loves homers, but I think when you watch the quality of at bats, you know, some walks in there, but hitting behind the runners and all the guys running hard 90s down the line and running, you know, taking the extra base was fun.
For Ureña, obviously you don't want to see a lot of base runners, but is it in a way just seeing him battle and stay scoreless like that? Is it almost like a positive in a way just for him developmentally?
Well, 100%. I mean, you go 5 shutout, it's positive no matter what, you know. So I think, you know, for Ureña, it's just he just keeps building, man. You just got to keep going start by start and, you know, competing.
Yeah, I think Suzuki said it best. Stressful out there with Ureña. I wanted him to get through, and he certainly did get through the 5 and picked up his 4th win of the season. Back to Sebastian Rivero, though, and he mentioned he's going to have a CT scan on that hand tomorrow, and it's really unfortunate. Of course, Sebastian Rivero on an absolute heater right now at the plate, but the depth of the catching position is in question for the Halos because O'Hoppy's already banged up.
Yeah, getting challenged. Obviously, Travis d'Arnaud on the 60-day DL, and now you have his backup. Rivero is going to have that looked at tomorrow. So no doubt about it. Catchers, man, they go through so much. I remember when I was playing, you'd get in that training room and you'd look for any ice. All the ice was on all the catchers every time they came in every night. So these guys get banged up every night. And again, we just talked about it. For a catcher to come out of a ball game, that's some significant pain right there. Hopefully we'll get some good information on that tomorrow about Rivero, and hopefully it's nothing bad, and he could be, you know, maybe back in a couple days. Because as you mentioned, these are the situations. This is such a game of confidence. He's rolling with it right now. His at-bats seem to get better and better, and the ball was hit hard, went the other way, pulled one to the left side. So I like what I see offensively a lot from his at-bats. And this is a guy that was struggling up until that Dodger series, and then just said, here we go, boys, jump on my back, here we go. And that second inning, when the Angels scored 5, guess who started that? That was Sebastian Rivero. He got things rolling in that second inning, so hopefully it'll be good.
Well, you mentioned banged up. Nolan Shonwell certainly fits that description. He just recently came off the IL in L.A. against the Dodgers, but then we'll take you to the second, or should I say the bottom of the first inning, where they scored 2 runs without getting a hit, Langer, but they got a hit by pitch. Nolan Shonwell got an RBI off this. He would leave shortly after with left calf tightness.
Well, that's where he went on the IL, because he had the left calf problem, and sure enough, that ball finds that left calf. He tried to stay in this game. He went, in fact, he did stay in the game. He went down the line, ran a little bit, but as the game progresses, as it usually does, things start to tighten up. And for Nolan Shonwell, I mean, that's disappointing. The guy just worked his way back, and he's been talking about there's still some pain in that left calf before he got hit, and now that just added to it. So again, you hope that they can get to it, treat it, and it won't be a situation where he has to go back on the injured list.
Trey Mancini got another shot, got a sack fly RBI in this game, though, too. So certainly we might be seeing more of Trey Mancini here in the days to come as you take one more time out here onto the program. When we do come back, we're going to give you a heads up on the probables for the finale tomorrow, the rubber match between the Astros and the Angels after the Angels take game 2, 10-1.
Do it! Oh my goodness, what a play!
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby Labar on Quick Pitch, late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way, with real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Step up to the plate with MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Let's go! Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhance game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game. Plus live minor league action and even Game Day 3D. The ultimate second screen experience on MLB Plus. Now available on the MLB app.
Angels Live on ABTV is brought to you by your local Kia dealers. Visit kia.com. Discover movement that inspires. Joe Adell, one of those RBI doubles, part of that 5-run second inning. Angels win it by a final of 10-1. Hey, Angels fans, an aerospace-themed drone show is set to fly high at the Big A. Watch your Halos take on the Rays this Friday, June 12th, and stay after the game for an aerospace-themed drone show featuring 800 drones. Plus, the ceremonial first pitch is going to be thrown up by Southern California native and NASA astronaut Victor Glover, the pilot of Artemis 2, the cool flyby from the moon this past April. Visit angels.com/promotions for info. I'm fired up to meet Victor Glover.
Fly me to the moon.
Of course you're going to go there. It's fantastic. Of course you're going to go
quite
there.
A few more to go.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Tip your waiters and waitresses, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, exactly.
As we roll on to the finale tomorrow here at the Big A, who is going to be on the hill for your Halos? Langer and I were just talking about Reed Detmers and the performance he had in Los Angeles. 6 shutout innings with 6 punchies.
Yeah, great to follow Ureña, who just goes 5 shutout innings tonight. Reed Detmers, that last start against the Dodgers. Again, the Dodgers, one of the most powerful lineups in all of baseball. 6 shutout innings, 6 strikeouts in that start for Reed Detmers. His fastball was electric in that start. Really used his fastball well, and then everything plays off of that. But the fastball was the key in that start against the Dodgers. So look for Reed Detmers to hopefully keep it rolling, because he's been on a nice roll.
Yeah, the nice roll. How about last 3 starts? 19 innings, giving up just 4 runs and 27 strikeouts. Reed Detmers reclaiming that form that made him one of the prominent starters for the Halos a couple years ago as the Angels get it done. Walbert Ureña, we're going, you know what? This is the guy you want on the mound. 5 shutout innings here this evening with 7 punch outs. Mike Trout snapping a drought with a single and a 5-run second inning. A couple back-to-back doubles by Meckler and Adell. Shanawell getting it done. The Angels get it done 10-1. We'll see you tomorrow from the Big A.